Let's go. Oh crap! I forgot to put your get your Fujitech active on screen.
Oh, I don't even know how to do that on my end. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh man.
Should we have figured this out before?
I did. Yeah, probably if we thought about it, but
wait, hold on.
I wasn't.
Should I do I do that in my browser or?
Yeah, you do that in your browser. You have to try to find your.
Hold on. Hold on.
I'm
gonna have to cut so much of the shit from the fucking recording. Oh my god.
Well, thankfully, I don't have to worry about it as much because I'm doing it on a different browser right now. I'm covering up our scuff right now.
Discord reactive images. I am in a voice channel. How the fuck do I get it for the other person?
You have to, I think it's like sources or something like that. It shows up for everyone else that is currently in a VC right now that you know. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm doing a little bit of guide for LUCE right now, so
I'm a little stupid. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, we're all. I'm not saying that I'm not saying I'm a professional at this by any means. I've only been doing this for like a year and a half at this point.
I mean, I've been doing it like less than that, so if anything, I deserve a little more slack. Okay,
where and that I shall get. Okay, that I shall give to you.
Here, if you look at my screen share in another window.
Your screen share.
I'm about to screen share to show you what the fuck I'm looking at, because I don't know what the hell I'm looking at.
All right, then show it.
Okay, I'm doing it. Okay.
There we go.
Okay, so I am under sources. I am in a voice channel. What is the?
It's not even. It's still loading for me right now.
Oh damn! All right, well.
Big rip.
All right, we'll just
close stream.
We'll figure it out. It's fine. It's fine. I don't even know how to do all that yet. And everyone's always like, "Oh, well, it's easy. No." Maybe for you guys.
Hang on. I think I know a way to take care of this for you. Give me a moment.
Cool. I love being technically illiterate. This is so funny.
No, that's not what I'm looking for. It just auto-filled for the wrong thing. All right, sources.
Yes.
I shall copy mine down and send it to you.
Oh, okay.
You just copy and paste that into a browser source for OBS.
Okay.
You should know because my profile picture will show up. And it'll flash on and off when I'm speaking.
Yeah. I'm looking. I'm braining.
The brain is braining right now.
It hurts so much.
Then don't think about it, just do it.
It's the thinking that's fucking me up, bro.
Right now, my second screen's having a stroke right now. It's like taking a while to load. All right, and I guess while I'm waiting, I might as well change up my color palette because I'm rocking the medic colors right now, and I don't think the medic colors are suitable for this stream. Just gotta...
Bruh, now is not the time, bitch. Why are you texting me?
What is it now?
Now is not the time. Where is my Discord app? I'm still waiting for the thing. I don't know if you sent it on.
I sent it on the Discord VC, the VC text chat.
Fucking moron. I'm over here checking our DMs. Howdy dog, like we have all the fucking time in the world. Where the fuck do I paste it?
Into a browser source.
In OBS?
Yes.
Oh, I'm a fucking moron. Okay.
Oh, man. We're losing it before we even started the stream up right now.
Okay, I did it. It's loading. It's loading. Why are you? What? What the fuck?
What is it? What is it showing?
Discord app detected. Do you want to open this link in your Discord? Yeah. How the fuck? Okay, there it is. Interact. Hello. Okay.
What is it doing right now?
It just opened my Discord and not my fucking Discord, or my Discord app, not my browser. All right, give me a second.
Again, bear with us, guys.
I'm gonna lose my shit. I fucking hate it here. Cool. Yes, I know Discord app is launched. Cool. What do I do now? Refresh, I think. No. Fuck.
What?
What the fuck are you doing? Why are you not working?
The struggles are real right now, ladies and gentlemen. We barely even started,
Dude,
scuff,
brother. I just want shit to work.
Is that so much to ask, LUCE's computer?
Yeah, apparently it's too much to fucking ask. So I guess I'm not doing the Fugi. I'll just have you like send a PNG of your model for me.
Yeah,
Preferably with a border. This was I'm switching back to my browser because I can't fucking capture the application of Discord. I have to use my browser. Oh my god. Remember when I said that there was going to be an ungodly amount of scuff? I wasn't lying.
You might be in the running for Scuff Queen.
Emily's crown for most scuffed VTuber, if I'm honest.
That's literally what I just said.
Yeah, like that's what we're coming to. All right, I can't wait to crop or cut literally fucking all of this from the VOD, or not the VOD.
Yeah, that'll be refreshing.
Great. I'm gonna clip a fuckload of it though. Hey, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this one. Okay, cool. Okay, tab over to OBS so the thing fucking disappears. Fucking no. Hello? Why are you now being a fucking bitch too? God damn it. I have to redo my fucking window capture. I hate it here. I hate it here. Uh-huh. So now you want to function.
Don't worry, Scuff is just part of the process of being a VTuber.
It's exactly what it feels like. Oh dear. Okay, automatic, I guess then.
So I guess if you're in the running for Scuff Queen, I'm in the running for tech support. For your tech support. I'm
it would be appreciated.
I'm Sayu to your Amelie right now. Or at least I'm trying to be.
The problem is I'm just not smart enough to figure this shit out. I'm genuinely just a little dumb. And that's okay. Sometimes you don't have to be the smartest one in the room. Just try to be funny.
Fair enough, I suppose.
All right, let's fucking...
Are we finally ready to do the intro bit?
Yeah, I would say so.
All right, guys, after like 5 to 10 minutes of sorting that out, welcome to another reaction video or reaction stream where we're going to be reacting to something that has been plaguing our hobbies, especially a lot as of recently. I'm joined by my good friend LUCE, who many of you might not have met before. We've done a stream before, but that wasn't very. It wasn't very long, and I didn't do any advertising for it. So, LUCE, you want to introduce yourself real quick?
I am LUCE, or Lucid Highs. I am a VTuber who has yet to debut. I just really like hanging out with my friends. And I found this fucker in a dumpster, and now he's mine.
Oh, man. That must have been a very luxurious dumpster.
For long enough that I can swear.
That must have been a very luxurious dumpster that you found, man.
Oh, absolutely. I don't know how you afforded that chandelier.
Exactly. It was all diamond plated and everything. Well, anyways, the subject of this stream, of our reaction stream today or tonight, whenever time zone you're in, is scalpers. Again, something that's been plaguing our hobbies in particular. So, LUCE, I know we talked about this off stream, but what exactly is your hobby that you pursue that has been plagued by scalpers?
I used to be a big Pokemon TCG collector. I loved collecting full arts. I didn't care how much they cost. I just loved the feeling of opening a pack and pulling something that was really pretty to look at. For example, one of my favorite artists is Yuko Mori. She has this beautiful clay art style, which I'm sure if you've played Pokemon, you've seen her art. It's beautiful. And because of the current scalping situation, I can never find packs. No boxes, no tins, nothing. It's getting ridiculous, and I'm kind of tired of it.
I remembered it got so bad that every time I make a shopping trip to Walmart or Target, I'd have to send you a picture of just how empty the Pokemon sections were.
Which is fucking ridiculous. Like, why? Kids play this too,
It's like a poor man's version of investing, which if you want to invest, do it in the actual do it in the actual stock market, please. Don't make hobbies like a loan or something like that.
I will actively hit someone if they try to take cards from a child. This is a children's hobby. I will always give up my shot at an ETB for a child to get it instead. It's only fair.
Are you saying you're also mentally a child right now?
No, I'm just saying that I like pretty art and that I'm an adult, so I'm willing to give up my place and the product that I've grabbed to someone who deserves it more.
Fair
enough.
It's called
being responsible, scalpers. Fucking learn that shit.
Yeah, you definitely take a lesson from it. And it's not like your portrayal as scalpers are flattering at all. The exact opposite, in fact. Anyways, so that's your experience with scalpers, LUCE. I think I should probably relay mine now. So, recently I've been into collecting Transformers, right? That's the main reason I've been visiting Walmart and Target every so often, just to see if they have the new G1 figures in stock. But more and more often, I see that the sections get emptier and emptier and they never restock. Part of it, I think, is just bad distribution. The other half is scalpers ruining it. Like, for example...
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, for example, like, I've been trying to find Soundwave, who's one of the more iconic Decepticons. Literally every shop that I went to, every Target and Walmart I went to, none at all. Like, even just he's a leader class, and the other leader class for that run was also frequently out of stock. And
I mean, I've heard you and Tisha talking about Transformers. My knowledge is very limited, and is pretty much limited to Bayformers. So, like, outside of that, I don't really know many of the characters, but I do know that Soundwave is one of Tisha's favorites. She adores Soundwave.
for good reason.
I mean, I thought RC was pretty cool.
Yeah, she definitely was. Shame that she didn't really get that much screen time in the movie.
Yeah, the Bumblebee movie was great, though. I would be down to watch that with you.
Definitely. But yeah, anyways, I've been struggling to find him. In fact, it's gotten so bad to the point where, like, I look on the Target app every so often to see what the stock levels are. It said that there was like one of Soundwave and one of the other leader for the run. It was two of the not Soundwaves when I actually made it to the store. So either, again, maybe bad distribution. The other thing that I think might be happening is like they're trying to hide it from scalpers, which I have seen happen a few times.
Or there are scalpers who work at the store, because that's something we've had with our local chain store here. Not to fucking box myself, holy shit.
Oh man.
But we've had an issue before with people who worked at this local chain grocery store that would take the product, they would take the fucking ETBs, and they would put them away in the back of the store so that they could take them and check them out when they clocked out in the mornings. Because they would clock out as the store was opened, so there would already be a checkout already open.
It's just evil
so they would
right there.
Always just get it first.
Just evil right there. Now,
yeah,
I haven't really talked about my other hobby that's plagued by scalpers, but that would be model train collecting. So that's actually something.
I love that.
Yeah, that's been something I've been into longer than I've been into Transformers. In fact, probably since like as young as I could remember, like when I was 2 or something. But yeah,
the Kincaid set that came out when I was a kid is one that I've always wanted. The Marcus Kincaid set.
Never heard of that one.
Beautiful.
But yeah,
I'll have to look it up and show it to you.
Yeah, definitely do that for sure. But anyways, like,
all right.
So most model train manufacturers nowadays produce things in limited quantities, and it's all like mostly pre-order nowadays. So that means like if you don't secure a pre-order, you want to risk it and try to get it once it's actually put out into retail. You're pretty much throwing the dice. And if it's something that's like a very, very limited run, it's either you pre-order it or you risk it getting hoovered up by a scalper, and they're going to sell it to you for like 2, 3, even 4 times the market value.
I've been wanting to get my hands on a Lost Origins ETB. And it has this really cool Giratina pin. Favorite legendary has been Platinum, was one of my first games I ever beat. But currently, the resale price that Lost Origins is at like $400. I could buy a Switch 2 with that kind of money.
Yeah, absolutely. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if people out there scalp video games nowadays. Because
they do. That's been like, a bad thing in the Pokemon community for years. Older Pokemon games sell for like triple the price they sold for.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. Nowadays, with digital media and the whole "you will own nothing and be happy" mentality that a lot of like video game publishers or like corporations have nowadays, it's just like that physical disc media is becoming more and more valuable.
I mean, is it really stealing if buying isn't owning?
Oh, yeah. Anyways, I think we said our pieces on like our personal experiences. One last thing. My dad actually recommended me a few times to be like sort of a scalper. Like he always told me, if you have a train or something that you don't want anymore, or like you see it go up in value, you should try to sell it. First off, I wouldn't buy something in the first place if I didn't want it.
Yeah.
And 2, there's just something about that. And 2, something about that just feels ethically wrong to me. I mean, if it was like something that, I really didn't want, or who knows, maybe I upgraded and then I decided to sell it for like more than I paid for it. Sure,
I mean,
but just like a random, but
flipping
yeah,
it is
just
different than like reselling it.
Yeah, but something that, I feel a personal attachment to, not worth it in
Why
my
would you
opinion.
sell it? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
agree.
Especially in this economy where like the price of everything is starting to get jacked up. Model trains in
I
particular,
know.
like, I know you're not the most experienced with this kind of thing, but there are now locomotives out there that have sound chips inside of them, as in they replicate the sounds of actual trains. Those, in the past 10 years, those have gone from $200 to $300.
Yeah, I remember those being implemented when I was a kid because my papa would talk about it all the time. He was so excited to get his hands on a new set every Christmas. It was the one gift he would buy for himself.
I can't
He
blame him
had
at
like
all.
cabinets upon cabinets of them.
Yeah, so nowadays my mentality is like, once I actually get reemployed, is like, I'm gonna try to get as much of this stuff as possible now, because who knows how expensive it's gonna be once like they eventually decide to remanufacture it.
I mean, who knows if you open up a PO box, you might get a gift for Christmas. Maybe not this year, but eventually.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyways, I think now we finally set our piece on our experience with scalping. You ready
Yep,
to
I'm
actually
ready to go.
look into the videos? And yeah, if you do have a particular point you want me to pause at and, provide some personal input, feel free to let me know, because I'll probably be doing that often myself during this.
Oh, absolutely. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so we have 3 videos here: Bladed Angel, Original Paradigms, and Diamond Bolt. Let's dive into this. Into the rabbit hole. Into the rabbit hole of scalpers.
You genuinely do not hate scalpers enough, and you can never hate them enough. Literal leeches of society. As if rising inflation hadn't already screwed prices up enough, scalping has made any hobby, not just cars or Pokemon cards, every single hobby now is a living hell the past few years. So what is scalping? Scalping is when some loser purchases as much of an item possible right when it releases, usually with a botting program with no intention of actually using said item, but rather to just flip it at a much higher cost to people who do want or need it but no longer can buy it, since they just purchased the whole supply in a split second. Of course, scalping isn't always online. However, it's even more loser behavior when it happens in person, because it usually involves really sad and pathetic actions like these fat Reddit moderators pushing children over in grocery stores.
Oh my god,
Hell,
that's
some
me,
losers
Canyon.
I swear I've seen that one like plenty of times by now. It's like,
surprise
to
me,
other
Canyon
people,
cameo. Hello, put him in the hashtags.
that won't be the only time it appears in the video. I can assure you of that. But yeah,
I guarantee.
You saw the eBay picture earlier for RAM.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I'm just gonna stop right now before I go on another rant about like how AI's.
Yeah, play the video.
Like,
play the video. Play it.
Okay, but the other thing, and this was something that Mikey mentioned in the server, and that was the whole GPU crisis, when people were scalping GPUs and using them for like cryptocurrency mining.
Yeah.
Absolutely stupid right there.
And to be completely honest, it still has been causing such a massive price shift in those parts specifically. They're still really expensive because of that. And then with the generative AI data centers they're trying to build, RAM just keeps rising in price. I'm not even sure I can upgrade my computer soon enough.
Thank goodness I upgraded my laptop before all this happened, because that was, if I had to pay for all that stuff now, it would probably take a week's or not even a week's paycheck, 2 weeks worth of pay to pay it off.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous.
The state of things is awful, unfortunately. It's getting ridiculous.
All right, ready to continue?
Yep.
even commit armed robbery over it. People will scalp anything these days. Did you know people even scalp IKEA furniture? Like, sure, you could argue that furniture has more practical uses than like a Pokemon card or any trading game card for that matter, but this actually still blew my mind because it means that there's like a large enough demographic for scalpers to literally scalp anything. Like, remember back when these losers also scalped toilet paper and hand sanitizer during the pandemic, and people actually defended them with the annoying
Yeah,
God,
no,
I
I'm
remember
not.
that. That was awful.
Absolute morons right here. And you see, that could be the solution to like this whole scalping issue, is like the companies start making more of the good to offset the scalpers so that they don't have, so that people are actually like buying direct from the manufacturer instead of these losers. But do they do that? No. 9 times out of 10 they don't.
Like, Pokemon said they were going to start mass printing cards, but that hasn't stopped the issue, like, at all.
The only thing that I've seen lately that's been at least putting a little bit of a stopgap for Pokemon scalpers in particular, is when I went to Target and I found like a 2-pack limit. There was literally a sign being hung that said you're limited to 2 packs per purchase.
I'm really happy that that started to be a thing, though I feel like that's, unless it's enforced, it's not going to stop anyone, because it gets to a point. There are people who just do not fucking care, and that's the problem.
For all you know, they probably could just go outside, come back later in the day and take 2 more.
This is why we should start punching scalpers. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. I'm so serious right now.
Maybe have them, maybe taser them, not do like physical harm, but just like shock them for a little bit, and then drag them away so they don't.
That's legal,
so that they're not
what they're doing should be.
Yeah, tase them and then drag them out of the store so that they're not a sorry sight that everyone has to see.
I'm a good little bean. I'm a good person, I swear.
We're good people. It's just that we're being done dirty right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Ready to continue?
Yep.
Of they're just being businessman. It's just simple supply and demand. Haha. And then those same
BS meter
had a
overload
shocked face when companies simply just drove up the supply and then boom, crashed their prices, and a lot of those losers got stuck with thousands of dollars worth of hand sanitizer that they couldn't sell anymore. And I'm just gonna throw this out there. Being a real businessman means establishing producers, supply chains, and making or designing the products to begin with, or hiring a group of people to do so. It doesn't mean buying an existing product, having no control over its original initial supply and production, and then just charging exorbitant prices for it. That's just false scarcity. All it takes is one corporation to just crank up the production again, and there goes the prices, and that has destroyed so many of their lives. And honestly, I'm all for that. That's funny. At the end of the day, scalping is just a really crappy form of drop shipping, and I'm tired of pretending like these scalpers are some sort of mad genius businessmen who mastered hustle culture, when I know for a fact they're all rocking the Discord moderator build.
Please. See, I told you it wouldn't be the last time.
I know.
And this is all over cards, by the way. Like, I know it has value, just like how jewelry at the end of the day is a shiny rocket.
Wait a minute, I gotta go back and see that.
Pikachu pisses me off.
909, nearly $1 million for that? You're joking.
I don't. Did you see the Logan Paul thing? Did you see how much he's ended up selling it for?
No, not at all.
Oh, hold on. Let me look this up real quick. Hold on. I want to make sure if I'm doing this, I'm giving the right information. I have to move to a different screen so that I'm not accidentally screwing myself over.
You could probably just cut that out as well.
Oh, absolutely. I just don't want to expose my fucking wallpaper in Opera. It does a cool transparent effect. What was I looking up? Oh, right.
It's an investment, bro. Yeah, if you want to invest in the stock market.
Yeah.
Don't
There are plenty of
ruin
ways
it.
you can do that.
Don't ruin it for us hobbyists.
Apparently, apparently it was a fake.
A fake.
Yeah, the illustrator he had was a fake, allegedly. Here's his post for that. I don't follow Logan Paul. I fucking can't stand the guy. I think he's quite full of himself, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't really pay attention to him either.
Yeah.
That reminds me of like something else I saw from one of these videos. Is just like people like printing out some sort of like sticky paper and then putting it on these cards to like make fakes, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll get to that in a little bit. Anyways, that's all we wanted. That's all you wanted to show for now.
I'm trying to find the fucking. Okay, here we go. Here's here's another tweet from Logan Paul, the pretentious piece of a man, talking about how Gengar is the perfect Pokemon and how he got ratioed into the dirt over it, unfortunately for him. Because Gengar has not been immune to ground moves for a decade. Which this post is an example of how scalpers are often so out of touch with the media that they're scalping that it should just be a fair enough reason to not even buy from them in the first place.
Yeah, I feel like that's another point that's going to get covered. Is just like they aren't knowledgeable on the material that they're scalping.
Exactly. And that in itself makes it really hard to want to enjoy the hobby at this point. Anyway, let's continue.
Yeah, it's all just it's pushing away newcomers.
Exactly.
As if Skibbity Brainrot wasn't already doing that.
You're very right. You're very correct.
All over cards, by the way. Like, I know it has value, just like how jewelry at the end of the day is a shiny rock that we humans assigned arbitrary value to, and people rob that, right?
Yes.
But you gotta admit, this just sounds way worse and honestly way funnier. Like if a jewelry thief ended up in prison, they might still be like some genius heist dude who like is probably well respected by the other prisoners. But genuinely, imagine some clown gets locked up over Pokemon cards, and you already know that these buffoons are gonna just get their cheeks clapped, gapped, and creamed by the rest of the inmates when they find out their stupid behavior. Like, speaking of
They're
their
just
lies, that's another quote that I
dumbasses.
always hear is like, oh, but I'm just trying to make a living, bro. This day and age, just gotta grind any way you can to make some money. I hear people justify scalping with that. And like, no. See, the problem is this actively makes other people's lives worse. That's why this isn't like a good way to make a living. That's essentially a criminal. And as I stated before, some of them literally are doing crimes. Like, these MFs will do anything but just get a normal job. In fact, I'd rather someone be...
Oh, man, I'm sorry. I just had to pause real quick. I'm not sure how often you like look at VTuber memes, but apparently getting a job is like a very common weakness for a VTuber as well.
I mean, I'm looking for extra employment alongside freelance work, so I think it's important to prepare for the worst, just in case.
Yeah. And again, it's not like getting employed is the worst thing that could happen to you. Like working a regular 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
It's definitely a more honorable lifestyle than being one of these losers.
Absolutely.
And again, just real quick, the other weakness that I've seen is like touching grass. Apparently VTubers can't do that either.
Well, my favorite Pokemon is Chikorita, so I touch grass on the daily.
All right, let's go. Let's continue.
All right.
unemployed than do this garbage. Like legit, there's no long-term income stability from this career because like I mentioned earlier, all it takes is for a manufacturer to either release a new batch of a new good that's more desirable or to just randomly release a rerun of the current batch of a good that you're currently scalping and it completely crashes your prices. And now you're stuck with a bunch of inventory that you can't sell at ridiculously scalped prices and instead have to sell at a ridiculous loss. The hand sanitizer and toilet paper example during quarantine is the funniest one I can think of, but it did happen to people who overly held on to GPUs even when Bitcoin mining started to slow down. At the end of the day, every so-called successful scalper I see flexing on TikTok is just some dude who made one or two big sales, like, oh wow, $4,000, crazy, wow, good job, little bro, then chases that high forever, never able to replicate it. Trying to predict and learn scalping markets is genuinely way more effort because they're just so much more volatile than just learning the stock market, which by the way is infinitely more profitable and better yet, also more
just
stable.
like you were
of course,
saying.
the best
Yeah. Well,
Just like you were saying.
thing to do if you want a stable source of income, if you're, I'm just trying to make a living, bro, just get a job. And I deeply apologize for jump scaring all the unemployed viewers with that word, but just know that I genuinely appreciate all y'all unemployed viewership, and I would rather have you guys do nothing for society than actively do something that harms society. So like this video if you're enjoying it so far,
right.
subscribe for more.
there's a lot of people who
You
need to
damn
hear
right.
that.
Like and subscribe right now.
Yeah, to us and to Bladed Angel.
Oh, absolutely. All three of us. But especially Bladed Angel for this masterpiece.
Again, there's lots more people who need to hear that. They probably didn't, but still, they need to hear that. It's better you be unemployed than actively dismantle society.
Exactly. Better to be a useful part of society and contribute so that you feel good about it instead of chasing a high for the rest of your life.
And again, not the good type of high.
Exactly. Well, I mean, it depends. There's a few good types of high, but there's a lot of bad types of high.
Anyways, continue.
Rants, back to the video. And I genuinely wish corporations would do something to stop scalping, and it seems over time they have implemented more measures like buying limits that can be quickly subverted with just making a whole bunch of fake emails and fake accounts. But the in-person buying limits are always my favorite because you know these Discord mods hate going out in public. And by the way, scalping does negatively affect corporations as well, so this is something they should actually be on the side of consumers with because they don't see a lick of the profits from the scalpers either. It's kind of like when jerkwad car dealerships who mark up entry-level cars to the moon are completely ruining the whole point of a manufacturer's intention of making an affordable car to begin with. Speaking of car dealers though, car dealerships.
Your bill, sir.
What? 100?
Because the only thing worse than a loser scalper is a government-sanctioned loser scalper. If you're young enough and you haven't bought a car yet, boy oh boy, am I about to tell you the minefield of a world that is buying a car. And I'm
Thank goodness I didn't have to, at least for my first car.
I'm lucky that my wife's the one with the car.
tired of pretending that car dealers
She has
Continue.
a pretty comfortable car. It's really nice, but it's still old. Anyway,
Yeah,
back
it's
to
kind
the
of what
video.
we had to.
I'm cutting
Yeah, that's
this.
what we had to make do with at the moment. It's better than. Again, it's
Better than nothing.
yeah. And you know, spending what for us would be a fortune trying to get a new one.
Yeah.
Let's continue.
aren't just legally protected scalpers. Like, they're mandated to exist by federal law, by the way. That's why we can't just buy direct from manufacturer, because that's something I always see people saying, like, how come we can't just buy from factories? Real talk though, why does MSRP exist if no car dealership follows it anymore? Can we stop calling it manufacturer's suggested retail price and start pushing for it to be called manufacturer's mandated retail price, and then actually have a law that enforces car dealers to sell it at the prices mandated? I don't think.
You know what I love about this is like one side of the coin. The other side is like, you know, I talked about model train manufacturing earlier. the manufacturer sells it for way more than the actual retailers. They probably cut off like what, a quarter, a third of the price even.
Mhm.
I just thought I'd mention that real quick.
No, absolutely. I think I can compare it to how Nintendo has like scaled up the price for their games as of late. Because the Mario Kart World bundle for Nintendo Switch 2 cost so much more than the Nintendo Switch Mario Kart 8 Deluxe bundle. And while I understand that inflation is a problem and there's a whole slew of just economic things that go along to this, it's important to understand that the jump of inflation as opposed to average income, they're not growing congruently at all like they're supposed to be. Inflation is at an all drastic rise while everything else is trying to stagnate.
That is not a recipe for a healthy economy, if you ask me.
No, that sounds like a recipe for societal collapse.
Ready?
That's government overreach either, since remember, there's already a law that mandates the dealership's existence that we have to go through. So if we're already forced to go through these dealers, can we at least get another law that protects us from their stupid, evil scalping and markups and awful pricing? Why isn't shopping for anything else like this? Why is it that when I see a $4 loaf of bread on the grocery store shelf, it's still $4 at the register, and I don't need to negotiate tooth and nail over its price with the cashier? But buying a car is still the only thing we treat like a medieval market stall, where it's just an absolute free-for-all, constant speech checks, tons of negotiation, and a lot of scamming and a lot of scalping and a lot of marking up. The crazy part is, right, the grocery store is also a middleman, just like a car dealer is. It's also not direct from manufacturer. And by the way, I get why direct from manufacturer doesn't work for all these products, because having consumers visit a dedicated bread store from bakers who only sell bread, then another one like the dairy guy for milk, and then another farmer for selling eggs, that'd be really annoying. So we have these middlemen, in this case a grocery store, that serves as a vendor to hold all of those goods simultaneously, that we don't constantly have to buy direct from producer or direct from manufacturer, because that would just be too much commuting, right? I understand that's what car dealers were supposed to serve for. They serve as a middleman, especially in the case of warranty repairs. If a recall happens, you don't just flood the deal, you don't flood a manufacturer's lot with all the recalls, you take it to individual dealers first. So my issue isn't that these middlemen exist. Having said that, because this middleman exists and because we're forced to go through it, and unlike any other shopping situation where the price stated is the price we pay, cars are the only one where when you go to these dealers, two consumers can go in, look at the exact same product, and even crazier, can go to the exact same dealership at the exact same location, see the exact same list price, but be given two entirely different prices. You can actually try this out yourself without having to buy the car, so you don't need to have like 60
He's
grand
not
on
wrong.
you to do this experiment, because every dealer...
My wife and I were planning on going car shopping at one point because she wanted to trade in the Lexus for something a bit more practical and better on gas, because gas prices have been soaring as of late.
Yeah, it's almost $4 where I'm at right now.
Same. It's awful. I hate it so much, and I don't see the point in what's happening to cause this. I don't see the point in the conflict.
Well, I do. It's just a very bad reason.
That's my point. There's no actual practical reason to be doing it. That's my point.
Yeah, and some of this...
But we've been planning on trading in the car that we have, but like prices are just awful no matter what you do, new, used. It's just bad. It's bad, and I hate it.
It sounds like they're also trying to devalue your the trade price that you get for like trading in your vehicle.
Yeah, because this car is in really good condition. Yes, it's had like one modification, but that modification was done at the dealership we were trading it in at. So...
Yeah, utterly baffling, some of this stuff. And like,
I know.
it also feels... Yeah, and some of these places, like they're asking for your driving record or such. I mean, that some of that stuff's understandable for like, insurance purposes, but sometimes it almost sounds like it's age discrimination or, racist.
Unfortunately, and sometimes it's really just bad business practice. I think there are times when you can chalk it up to discrimination and times when you just have to understand that these might just be people who can't run a business to save their life. Like,
Yeah,
and they
like
do
who
it by
put these
ripping
people?
off their customers, and that's the only means of making a profit for them. It's
Yeah,
a sad and miserable existence.
yeah. Who gave these guys their business licenses? Have them be revoked.
Right? One can dream.
Lets you walk in and you can ask for a printed paper with the final price breakdown, fees, and everything. And they usually sit you down a bit, try to gauge why you're interested in the car, and they do profile you. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they do 100%. People lie when they say like, oh, we live in a really inclusive society where shut up. They profile. They 100% profile you. Every time I've done this for my friends when helping them shop for cars, I always get the lowest price for them because they go in on their own first, get the paper handed to them after talking for an hour, show me the paper, and I go, this is bull crap. This fee you don't need, this fee you don't need. Like, good example, right? The amount of car dealers and even motorcycle dealers that try to charge freight and assembly fees on a used vehicle, a vehicle that is already on their lot that was traded in by someone else. So to explain this for people who are wondering why this is a big deal, a used car does not to be shipped. Therefore, there shouldn't be a freight fee. It was dropped off by the previous owner who traded it in. Usually, sometimes they do buy used cars from auctions. I still think it's a scam. I still think you can negotiate freight away. You can negotiate this one down. Second one, when I talked about assembly fees, this one is just total BS. Any dealer that does this is trying to pull a fast one. A used car is fully assembled. It's not like a new car and the dealer usually has to just do really simple things like put on the mirror. Sometimes they even put on the aero kits because usually splitters and spoilers can get damaged in the trailer. So manufacturers don't put those on the assembly line. The dealer has to. And again, like, this fee makes sense for a new car because a new vehicle had to be assembled, but a used vehicle was already assembled by another dealer. There's no assembly that occurs here. And there are a whole bunch of other fees that they'll try to rip you off on. I really don't want to yap about it here. There are a lot of other videos you can watch for car buying guides that are going to go way more in depth for things you should look for. And some of it is just genuine methods. Like, I have one that talks about like the Foursquare method and how to not get ripped off by APR, because that's another thing they'll try to rip you off with. But fundamentally, the reality is these numbers on paper are going to be wildly inconsistent between buyers. Like, some of them will genuinely fold under zero pressure if you just ask them. And to be fair, they just want to see if you catch it to begin with. So that's why, like, even for introverts, just ask questions of what the fee is for. If none of us buy these scalped prices, then scalping prices doesn't work. And that's like the other side of the coin when it comes to scalping or marking things up in general. As much as I want to hate scalpers, which I do, and you can never hate them enough, the suckers who buy things at scalp prices, especially the losers who buy cars at 2x markup and then flex on Reddit going, you're all just brokies that you ain't like me. I never understood that core.
Yeah, no. It was probably, again, they probably, I want to think that those kinds of people who flex that they bought stuff for more are also like scalping as well. That's how they got their money.
They're contributing to the problem by allowing themselves to just take part in it. They're buying the scalped prices, which is allowing these people to continue buying up every ounce of product and then reselling it at a higher price because people like this will buy it.
It's like the worst.
You're actively harming the hobby.
It's the worst possible capitalistic feedback loop.
I know. Nails on chalkboard kind of feeling.
Corporate cuckold mindset. In this case, it's a dealership fleshlight mindset, like genuinely total L behavior. And a lot of them, by the way, despite using the word brokey, they themselves are the brokies. I've also got a whole video called the brokey epidemic that one's funny. This one I really recommend. If you don't like boring numbers, this is a good video, okay? It's very digestible because I'm so sick of these people making the rest of us have to go through awful prices because they're willing to stomach literal greed. Thankfully, there is some light at the end of the tunnel. From all things, it's actually coming from the corporations and manufacturers this time. Car manufacturers are starting to implement punishments to these car dealers if they constantly keep attempting to mark things up. And eventually they're going to lose allocations for certain models, like Chevy does this with the Corvette. And some manufacturers took it a step further and even punish customers who are trying to instantly flip it, since customers can also be scalpers, as we discussed for the rest of the video. But dealerships make it where when customers are caught scalping.
Let me read this real quick. Under the policy, original retail customers who sell or transfer ownership within the first 12 months can face two consequences, including ineligibility to reserve future special models and voided warranty coverage.
I think there should be more consequences in place, but this is a very good step forward. This is a step forward, and I think with more bullying of these corporations, we can get more progress done. That's it. That's all we got to do. We just got to keep bullying them like we did for the fucking Sonic movie. I've seen what you can do, Tumblr. Get to work.
And again, with the chat, with OpenAI and how people are starting to like turn down Sora. It just got the plug pulled this afternoon, I believe.
We're making progress. Progress. This is good.
Yeah, bring them
down. These are steps towards a better life for everyone.
We just got to keep putting on that pressure.
Yep, absolutely.
They will straight up remove the car's warranty entirely. And this does ruin that car's sale value because it's tied to its VIN. Basically, that VIN gets blacklisted, kind of like when video games ban people's IP for when they start hacking. And this genuinely should be standardized by more car manufacturers. And I hope a lot of car manufacturers, I hope it's just adopted by all of them, because this is a really good way to deal with jerkwad dealers. Just take away their allocations and deal with the stupid scalping customers. Just take away their warranty.
You charged me 3 times.
But do you want to know what's even worse than
dynamic
store
pricing?
Corporations getting in on it. So
I hate these price tags. They've made shopping at Walmart so much less. It's not as inexpensive as it used to be, and it's such a struggle trying to make sure we're keeping to our monthly grocery budget.
Yeah, I saw a meme on Reddit saying that McDonald's back in the 50s was like $50 for like, what was it, a Big Mac meal or something, whatever the equivalent was at the time. Can't we go back to then? Because it probably costs like the same amount now to make that kind of stuff today.
I told my wife, I told Tisha, I was like, listen, when we move, we are getting a Costco membership because at least they don't overcharge for their fucking hot dogs.
Yeah, Costco hot dogs are good. Thank God for Costco. Thank God for Costco, and fuck all these overcharging corporations.
Yes, Costco, especially thank you so much for keeping your hot dogs affordable. Oh, it's been a blessing. Thank you.
Yeah, especially Microsoft, because, you know, Costco sells good discount gaming PCs, while, like, you know, Microsoft is trying to jack up the prices indirectly because of all the AI bullshit.
Whoa, don't go giving them a source to go to now.
Yeah, no, I'm just, you heard nothing, Microslop. You heard nothing, Sloppy and Nadella.
I'll make sure to cut it, but leave the Microslop bit.
Whereas I think car manufacturers are moving in the right direction. Remember how I talked about grocery stores and inflation at the start of the video, and how a few paragraphs ago I was literally like, yeah, at least grocery prices make you pay what's listed. What if I told you that might be changing because some stores are trying to introduce dynamic grocery pricing? That is right. Now even grocery stores are going to scalp prices on the literal food that you need to live. This isn't a week-to-week thing or even a location-to-location thing. That's something that has existed. I'm aware of that. This is literally a live time pricing adjustment. And what's even more evil is that it differs customer to customer over the exact same product.
AI algorithms are being used for this
within the same day.
And this is what I was talking about. This is what I meant by it's making it harder for us to shop at our local Walmart. Mostly because it's just... It's so expensive. The dynamic pricing is screwing everyone over down here. So
As if
we're switching our stores hopefully soon because this is ridiculous and I'm tired of it. I don't want to pay $500 for a month's worth of groceries for 2 people. And it's not even a full cart.
As if AI couldn't make our lives any more worse.
Exactly.
Yeah, as if AI couldn't make our lives any worse.
They're planning on, but I'm going to tell you some of the more evil ones. Some of them are literally going to accomplish this via surveillance cameras that send information and shopping patterns to these AI powered systems that track.
No, get that the fuck out of here. We don't want this. We don't want a surveillance state. Get that out of here. We already like pulled the plug on like Discords, or at least temporarily, with their age verification and ID BS. We don't want this.
All right, dear viewers, you know what to do in this situation. You need to contact local representatives and complain. You know how they say complaining never gets anything done? Well, it does. Start bitching like you're a Karen, or things will not get better. You need to start vocalizing how much you are upset about things. You need to have public outcry, or some things are just not going to go through.
Yeah, not to get all political here, but it's
not political to want better lives for everyone, I feel like. But that's just
I was gonna say primary elections are in 2 months, so make your decision at the voting office or wherever you go to vote.
Go vote. Do it.
Yeah,
vote. Do it. Do it. Vote. Exercise your rights. If you're not American, though, bye. Enjoy the show.
Yeah, enjoy watching our country get burned from the inside out.
We hate it here too, don't worry.
Yeah. You know it's bad when your own people hates your country. Anyway.
No. I love my country. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful place. I just hate the people in charge of the country. I think they're mishandling it.
Yeah, that's probably what I should have said there.
It's like, the natural beauty of this country is nothing to sneeze at. It's the people destroying it that I have a problem with.
Yeah, I think we better leave that there for now. Before before it just devolves into like, you know.
Oh, absolutely. Political banter, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Specific shopping patterns and behaviors, and will mark up items accordingly during times of high demand or when it knows you're shopping, like when you typically go to a store. And this is like this is genuinely just corporate sanctioned robbery at this point. Like, brother, this is why RAM prices are going up, to power AI systems to further drive up the prices of the literal food we need to eat. When will these tech bros ever be satisfied? They are actually just trying to extinct humanity at this point. And yeah, some stores are trying to mask it and be more vague about what it will do, like, oh, we're just using these to like run some experiments, or oh, it's gonna help reduce grocery waste. But then you just have companies like Kroger that just boldly state, yeah, so we introduced this because it will optimize our profits. Boom, absolutely shameless. It may as well have just said, we just want to see how many ways we can keep squeezing every single last penny out of consumers and see how much longer we can get away with it. I know this has existed for airline seats and
revoke their business licenses as well,
but those are non-essentials. Most people do not need to actually go to a concert. That's not a necessity in life. And with airline tickets changing on a day-to-day basis, makes sense. You know, unpredictable weather, holiday seasons can drive up prices. Again, also not a pure necessity on a day-to-day basis. But food, meanwhile, is literally a necessity. You don't eat, you die, right? Like, I get that inflation makes food cost more over the course of, like I said, you know, weeks, months to years, and location is going to be different. But there's just something so deeply dystopian. It also keeps track of weather, time of day, and they even say some of them are going to incorporate facial recognition technology to gather demographic information and tailor prices accordingly. First off,
get that out of here.
Is that not just a really complex way of saying discrimination based on looks? Like, what the hell? Am I on the crack pipe? Like, that's just a blatantly prejudiced description in the most tech bro jargon possible of, yeah, we're going to use this facial recognition software to keep track.
Okay, yep, that confirms what I said earlier. It's racist and age discriminant. Gender
Yep,
and
unfortunately.
good lord.
As is everything in a end-stage capitalist society, but you didn't hear it from me.
Yeah, they are warning. They've been warning about this for a while now, it seems.
Of things like
I
your
never
race,
shut up about
demographics, your
it on Twitter.
socioeconomic standings, and tailor prices accordingly to your looks. This is stupid. In no universe is this okay. Like, why do I deeply feel like this system is extremely corrupt and it's just gonna make rich richer and poor poor? Thank goodness, just like with the whole car scalping issue, this one also is a light at the end of the tunnel, because there are some states that are trying to ban this garbage preemptively or actively making laws to prevent these surveillance systems because they're a complete violation.
Applause to those states who are actually passing laws to block this shit.
Absolutely. Like I said, you should be contacting your representatives if you live in the United States. This is not something that they should be doing to you. This is not fair. That food is a necessity.
We don't want this shit.
We don't want people being hurt by companies. It's cruel for the sake of being cruel.
Of consumer privacy. They're a violation of many things for consumers, but generally this nationwide should be banned. Like this type of technology should not even get off the ground. It's just stupid. It's beyond stupid. It's pure evil. Anyways, that's it for your bi-monthly doomer news. I'll be moving soon, so apologies for the slower uploads. If you do hate scalpers, and like this video and share it to your least favorite Discord moderator, go check out my—
Alright, that's the end of that video. A lot of insightful information, I would say.
I'm inclined to agree. I think a lot of what's happening is due to just greed and nothing more, which is exactly what he was stating throughout the entire video.
Yeah, I think I've said this no, I haven't said this yet on stream, but I am taking a sociology class, and we are starting to learn a little bit of like how we ended up here.
Yeah, like whenever people talk about, oh, I know what's good for the economy, I know what's good for the economy, and then you look at people who study economics and they're like, no, this is not good. This is in fact very bad.
Yeah, the people who are saying that it's good are probably the ones that are fleecing everyone right now.
Exactly. And that's so unfair. There are so many artists that should be getting more money. That's why I bought a pre-made model for right now, because I regardless wanted to support a veritable artist.
Yeah, definitely. All right.
My model's made by the person who did Emoji Lab, by the way.
Really didn't know that.
Yeah. I found out when I clicked their social link. All right, are we ready for the next one?
Yeah, 1 down, 2 to go.
Yep. After this one, we'll get up to stretch.
Yeah, definitely. Or like maybe midway through, since that's like the halfway point.
Okay.
Bro, look at that dude. Like, the dude in the middle is literally just NPC walking. That's what that looks like.
Are we sure that's a real person? He kind of looks like a cardboard cutout.
This is not love for Pokemon. We saw that clip before.
Yeah, I was a collector like the one on the far left. I loved collecting beautiful arts of my favorite Pokemon. Not because they were expensive, but because I loved the art. That's what collecting's about. It's about the love.
It's about the feelings that you have.
Yes, it's about the emotional connection to these franchises.
Not reselling them for stupid amounts of profit.
Exactly.
Ah, man, internet scalpers. Scalpers are the absolute worst. They're not just flipping concert tickets and sneakers anymore, it's literally everything. From graphics cards to Pokemon cards, toys, and consoles, if there's any sort of demand or hype behind a product, scalpers are in the way. And it's not just annoying for the hobby, it's hurting real fans and collectors. And at this point, it's modern day gatekeeping. You can't even enjoy a hobby unless you pay the scalper's toll.
Bro, someone get a store employee and drag this Discord moderator out of the store, please. He's wearing
I
an
used
eagle.
to beat up people like that in high school.
He's
I
wearing an
wasn't even a
Eagles.
bully. I was just a kid who got bullied.
He's also wearing an Eagles jersey, which I'm ashamed to be a fan of the same team as this loser.
I'm not a sports fan. I have no stake in the matter. I just play Monster Hunter.
So what is a modern day scalper? These are the people that aren't just outside of a venue anymore trying to resell their extra tickets. They're using bots, burner accounts, and pretty much any other method that they can to get their hands on limited edition products. These are the people that are buying up the entire inventory so you don't even have a chance to get your favorite pair of sneakers, your Pokemon cards, or even a console that comes out that you really want to get your hands on. And I'm not gonna lie, at this point, it's like a mini cartel. And these people aren't playing by the rules. They don't wait in lines. They have computer bots that will automate the entire system, skip the line, and get every product before you even have the chance to click add to cart. And in order to avoid the stigma of being a scalper, they often disguise themselves as entrepreneurs, brokers, or resellers. And these are the people that make hobbies not fun anymore. They've essentially gamified.
Oh man, remember when remember all those stupid PS5 scalpers?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
as
like
someone who's very rarely gotten their hands on a console, my Nintendo Switch is like the first nice thing I've bought myself in a long time since like I talked about this on Discord with you and the others, but the tablet fiasco that happened, someone literally stole the tablet I ordered for my birthday for the RAM in it.
bruh.
Because I got the one with the highest quality of RAM that I could afford. And when it got here, I only got the case. The tablet was stolen before it was even packaged.
Literally, that's literal thefts right there. I hope
Exactly.
I hope justice
I had to file a police report, and then when they did nothing, I contacted Amazon support, and what did Amazon support do? They blocked me.
Oh man. And what happened after that? Because how else would you have figured out that the tablet had its RAM stolen?
Well, I was only able to file a police report because I had talked to Amazon customer service for like 3 weeks prior. Just a reminder that this has been ongoing since February.
So near
Mid-February.
So like around a month at this point.
Yep. And it has been constant back and forth in a game of telephone, and no one's responding, and it gets to a point. So I conceded and I gave up because I don't have the money to fight it. And that's what sucks about these things, is if you don't have the money to dispute it, you're shit out of luck in this situation. And that's the unfair part for the consumer, which is you, dear viewer.
Yeah, I hope whoever stole that RAM from your tablet ended up getting charges for theft.
No, they didn't even just steal the RAM, they stole the whole fucking tablet.
It's absolutely stupid.
Like, that's what I was upset about.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is who Amazon is employing nowadays. You can see why their image has gone down the toilet. My mother actually used to work for Amazon, and thank goodness she left during the pandemic.
Support small businesses now more than ever.
Mm-hmm.
Process of buying a product that you want. They are capitalizing off of people's nostalgia and profiting off of people who really want a product. And anytime we talk about scalpers, we have to talk about the current market for Pokemon. Pokemon cards are meant for kids, but right now they're being dominated by adults with a lot of cash and connections. We've all seen those crazy videos of grown men fighting over the vending machines for Pokemon cards. And now even employees and distributors of Pokemon cards are getting in on it. There have been so many scandals of distributors reselling Pokemon products that they got at retail for ridiculous prices. And even huge corporations like GameStop are getting in on this. A product that releases for $50 like an Elite Trainer box, they're selling for $200 plus online. And this isn't just some mom and pop resale shop.
This is
GameStop,
exactly what I
probably
was
the
talking
biggest
about
video game
earlier.
exclusive.
This is exactly what I was talking about earlier when I mentioned that I wanted that specific ETB, but now it's like triple the price that it was. It's destroying the hobby for anyone who wants to be part of it. And I think that's really unfair for kids who maybe got to play their first Pokemon game a couple years ago and really wanted to try the TCG. You know, I think that's really unfair to them.
Or maybe they saw one of the animes and thought, hey, I want to collect the cards that... Exactly. And then, lo and behold, they go to their nearest shop and see, oh, crap, it's all out of stock. Or maybe they go to a GameStop.
They're charging, like,
they're charging
so
like
much more money than they should be for it.
Like double or triple for it. Absolutely ridiculous.
Exactly.
Store in the world. And one of the reasons for this massive increase in Pokemon card hype is because of the release of the Pokemon Pocket TCG app. About a year ago, the app released where everyone could kind of get in on the market, try out some Pokemon cards online digitally without having to actually go in a store and buy Pokemon products. This brought back a lot of nostalgia for the people who used to be Pokemon card collectors or kind of just got out of the hobby. And it also introduced some new collectors, people who have probably wanted to try to get into the hobby but never really knew how to.
I hate that this makes me want to rip open the packs in my
free with people just being able to open digital packs and kind of have that hint of what it feels like to open a real physical pack. But with the massive hype of the app releasing, everyone wanted to get their hands on physical packs, resulting in a shortage of the actual packs being available in store, which now scalpers and resellers have taken advantage of and have bought up the entire stock of pretty much every store, especially for the most hyped sets. And with Pokemon cards, it's not even just about not being able to get your hands on them. There are a lot more shady risks involved with the whole process, especially if you're buying from a reseller. Resellers online, whenever they're doing a live stream trying to sell their products, many times they're actually going and reselling packs. So essentially is the process is someone will buy a Pokemon pack from a live streamer, and the live streamer is going to open this product on camera and ship out the cards to the person who bought them. But some people are actually pathetic enough to resell packs that have already been opened, replace them with cards that are not valuable, and then give them to that person. Or in the case of some people, if they open up a pack, they might notice in the very back that it is a very rare and valuable card, and they'll switch it off camera. And I just can't believe the crazy amount of things that people go through to scam their
Go back to where he was like spreading the cards. Okay, first of all, forward a little bit.
And then give them
you
to
see
that
the
person.
Card that has the silver border as opposed to the ones with the yellow? That's one of the main indicators that you've gotten a resealed pack. Another way you can tell is the very edge of the pack. Let me see if I can grab a reference for you really quickly.
If they open...
All right, there we go. I got the picture difference on screen. A yellow versus a silver.
Oh, you got it already?
Yeah, yellow versus a silver here.
Yes. Okay, that's one of what I was talking about. Let me pull up something else as well.
I see like the recent comment on the bottom of the stream there is asking, why'd you open that way, lol. I guess this is why.
Trying to find the specific comparison image I was looking for. I think this is it. Now, this image that I am about to send to you is sourced from Reddit,
Oh,
and it
great.
is uploaded to a subreddit where they were asking if the pack was resealed. Now, if you look specifically at the top packet, I'm gonna put this photo in the video and like explain it more detail there. If you look at the top pack, it's like your standard seal for a Pokemon pack. Notice how all the ridges look even. It's not super crimped or like melted together. And then you look at the bottom one, and all of those ridges are melted. It looks like it's been hit with a
With a
hot air
heat gun or something
or a
like
flat
that.
iron. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been hit with something to reseal it. Yes. That is one of the main ways you can spot a resealed pack. Now, I am a strong advocate for people checking out packs and seeing if they're resealed before they purchase them. Always inspect your packs. Always. Take it from a veteran collector and inspect your packs. Know the
Definitely.
difference.
That also reminds me of two things. I'll bring up the other later on, but with Transformers in particular, there's a lot of people who go out there and do package swaps. So they buy the new figure, and then once they get it to their home, they take it out, they swap it for an old figure that they don't want anymore, and then they send that back to the store for a refund.
That's fucking ridiculous.
And the customer service representatives that intercept these packs they don't care nearly enough to say that, oh, this isn't the product that's in the box. They just put it back on the shelf.
And it's screwing over consumers yet again, which again, viewer, that's you. They're screwing you over, dear viewer.
Hold the companies and hold the scalpers responsible.
Hold them accountable. You have a voice. You can use it to help yourselves and others.
You also have a
And
wallet.
if enough of us scream, they have to listen. We did it for Sonic. Let's do it again.
You also have a wallet. If the products do not meet your expectation, do not buy them.
Exactly.
Invaluable card, and they'll switch it off camera. And I just can't believe the crazy amount of things that people go through to scam their customers, especially people who are actually buying and supporting your live streams. Another tactic that the scalpers use is actually weighing cards. So whenever someone buys a pack, they can actually weigh the pack to see if it has more rare or valuable cards in them. Typically, the higher weight that the pack is, the higher chance that someone is going to be getting a pack that is more rare or valuable. And in the case of some of the Japanese Pokemon cards, there are actually metal detectors to see if you'll be able to get a hit within your pack. So essentially, whenever these resellers weigh these packs, they can take the cards that have the most weight and essentially just keep them for themselves, whereas they will sell the packs online that do not have as much weight because they know that the value that they're going to be able to sell them for is more than the value of the cards in the pack itself. And some people are even crazy enough to use medical grade scanners to be able to see what cards are in the pack, resulting in the
how do they I need to know, how do they get their hands on this equipment?
I have no idea. I don't scalp anything. How the fuck would I know? I just try to enjoy my hobbies, man.
Exactly. And now is probably a perfect time to bring up the other thing that I was going to talk about. Us as content creators, these people are doing it on stream to it feels like they're just doing it for clout, not because they like the hobby. Meanwhile, we're doing it because, we do enjoy the hobby. When I was doing it earlier, around the start of around winter last year, I was doing those on Transformers unboxings because, I was getting into the hobby and I was genuinely enjoying it. And, Transformers is becoming sort of part of my VTuber identity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
I love that for you, by the way.
Yeah. And I wasn't doing it because I wanted to resell them or anything like that. Far from it.
You just enjoy it. You think they're cool. And I think that's awesome. Exactly.
And the same with you and your Pokemon cards. I hope if you ever do decide to do Pokemon related streams and such, you know, you get like a good amount of support for it, and you know, don't fall down the scalper rabbit hole or anything like that. In fact, I think we're like clouds above them.
I mean, I was considering doing like a comparison of Legend ZA versus X and Y at some point. I just want to replay through ZA one more time. I'm excited.
Yeah, I wish you luck for that.
I don't need luck. I have an iris.
Again, so my point is, ladies and gentlemen, that there's a difference between content creators who do this because they're passionate about it and those who do it just to profit.
Exactly. You should support someone who's actually passionate about what they do and not doing it just because they want to make a quick buck off of you. That's not fair to you.
And it's not fair to every other content creator out there who is passionate about what they do.
You know how Mark and Jack got to be where they are? They did what they loved. So you do it too.
For sure.
Create something. Go create something. Be cringe. Have fun.
Rare hits and valuable cards and only selling the duds. The result of this is casual players who don't know any better are getting outpriced and scammed. Then, of course, we have the newly released Pokemon vending machines that have been having problems with people trying to scalp them over the recent months. These vending machine locations across the United States at a lot of stores like grocery stores are actually being stocked with resellers watching every time that they possibly will get a restock. These scalpers are tracking their employees, trying to plot out.
I don't even have any of these vending machines at like any locations near me.
Neither do I, but this behavior is, first of all, doing this at all in public is just weird. This is just weird behavior. Like,
there's a difference between like VTuber cringe and this kind of cringe.
Oh, absolutely. I'm cringe because I like to talk to my video games while I play them. They're cringe because they're harassing people at work.
And not even that. Other customers who want to access the machine.
Actual customers. These are resellers. These are not customers. They're here for a profit. Customers want to actually enjoy the product they purchase.
Exactly. And now that I think about it, it's no wonder that my local area doesn't have any of these. They don't want to deal with these kinds of numbnuts.
Time these vending machines will actually get restocked, and trying to make connections with them so every time they have a chance to get a hit and wait out in line to get these Pokemon cards. And the craziest thing is we've seen so many videos of grown men fighting over Pokemon cards that are meant for children. At this point, it's just sad and pathetic how far people will go just to try to get some money off of the consumers. And we can get into the whole controversy of the fake card market and the companies like PSA who are exploiting the market, which of course results in more people being scammed. But because of that kind of FOMO-driven hype, it means people will buy any sort of Pokemon product, which refuels the whole cycle. At this point with Pokemon cards, it's pretty much just weaponized nostalgia. It's using people's previous experiences and love for Pokemon to boost the perceived value of the packs. And at this point,
stealing a scalper's cart. He deserved that. He deserved that.
Oh. You love to fucking see it, really.
Yeah, this is like, again, anything to punish scalpers for doing this kind of behavior. Well,
remember,
short of
if they haven't purchased the product yet, it's not stealing.
It's free game. And again, any way that we could do this without like physically harming them.
And grandmas who are getting ready to get Pokemon cards for your grandkids. You see a scalper? Remember that Black Friday in 2008? Let them have it.
Pokemon stop being the audience, and then
Scalpy
we're just like
is mad. Scalpy needs a job.
Scalpy needs a job.
Made for them anymore, which is sad.
Get a job.
Up, I used to love Pokemon cards and collecting, and if it was ever at the point like it is now, where I can't even get my hands on a single pack of Pokemon cards without paying a reseller, I probably would have just given up on the hobby as a whole. It's just not fun to have to play some sort of game to get your hands on a product that you actually want to enjoy.
I'm guessing that was like before they decided to put the 2-pack limit on those carts.
Oh, absolutely. See, we don't even have that at our Walmart. We don't even have
No.
that.
No, as far as I know, it's only like a Target rollout right now.
It's ridiculous what's going on, isn't it?
Yeah, they need both Walmart and Target need to be doing like
Way
anti-scalper.
more than they are.
Yeah. Yeah, start putting pack limits on carts for now.
Exactly.
At least until, the manufacturers start putting more product out there, because we don't want to be dealing with this.
No, it makes us not want to even participate in the hobby at all.
Have to play some sort of game to get your hands on a product that you actually want to enjoy. And of course, it's not just Pokemon cards. This has been happening for years within the streetwear and sneaker community as well. Over the last 5 years or so, the sneaker resale market has steadily declined, where it's a lot easier to get products now. But anytime that there's a limited drop, there is guaranteed chaos. Bots have gotten so good that anytime a new release of sneakers comes out on the Nike Sneakers app, or even just a Shopify store, it is gone in seconds, and your chances of getting this product is minuscule. Some of the really valuable and hype sneakers can go from $200 to over $1,000 once they're sold out in minutes. And the collectors and casual sneakerheads don't stand a chance.
This is I don't know why this is reminding me of my mother, because she has a thing for stockpiling clothes as well. Most often than not, she doesn't wear them. Then again, she does send them to the Philippines, so it is going to a good cause, but still.
True. I mean, my grandmother, may she rest in filth, that fucking bitch. She was horrible. She was probably one of the worst people to ever exist. I'm not going to hold back on that.
Care to elaborate?
She was extremely neglectful, and for most of my childhood, I was neglected, malnourished, and locked in a room with no running water and no means of getting out or socializing, and had to teach myself literally everything. How to speak, how to write, how to read. You name it, I had to teach it to myself because she refused. She would rather chain smoke and drink herself into a coma every day.
Right, and what does that have to do? What does that have to do with the fact that there's like leaning towers of shoe boxes here?
My point is that Margaret would stockpile, and I'm saying her name because she's dead, by the way, would stockpile purses. She would go to the flea market, buy mass amounts of purses for really, really cheap, and then flip them for 60 to 80% of what she paid for them. 60 to 80% increase of what she paid for them. It was ridiculous.
Holy. Yeah, now I can see even another reason why you despise scalpers.
I was raised by one. This shit's ridiculous.
Oh, that would the worst.
And then you wonder why I'm as kind as I am.
Yeah, again, I can respect you for repressing those kinds of emotions, especially when we're around. Trust me, I try to do the same most of the time as well.
Because I appreciate you guys. You guys are wonderful. You're my friends.
Yeah, and you're ours. All right, let's continue.
Against the resellers. And with specific collabs like Travis Scott Jordans or Supreme Box logos or Off-White collabs, they've now become financial investments and not really just a product that you wear for fashion. And to offset the issue of scalpers and resellers within the sneaker market, most stores have introduced raffles to level the playing field. But it still doesn't work, and by result, scalpers just make hundreds of fake accounts and completely bought the system there too. And there are even entire YouTube channels that are focused primarily on teaching people how to resell sneakers and make profit. And
again, guys, there's a difference between being a content creator who makes something that you're passionate about and someone who's just doing it for profit.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Do it because you love it, not because you're making money.
The real people who want to actually have the sneakers in their collection, not to resell, but to wear it or just collect it and have it as a hobby, can't really even enjoy the hobby anymore. And of course, we have to talk about some of the oldest scalping methods, concert tickets. Ticketmaster has a monopoly on all concert tickets, which has a built-in resale system. And at this point, verified resale just means legalized scalping. For example, one of the biggest
Gee,
recent
where have I heard
events
that?
we've
Where have I
seen
heard
in
that
concert
before?
Ticket scalping is the Taylor Swift Eras Tour. Tickets to her concert that originally released for $24 were being resold for $3,000, $4,000 plus. People who don't even care about the artist or want to go to that concert will buy up the tickets and resell them because they know that the demand of seeing the specific artist exceeds the amount of seats that are available at that specific venue. For most cases, buying tickets seems like a lottery system and not just a regular transaction of being able to buy tickets and just go see your favorite artist live. And typically in most
Thank goodness
This
I'm
is
not
why
a
I've had
fan.
to cancel 3 separate concert trips that I've planned, by the way. I have planned for 3 separate concerts in the past 2 years, but because of scalpers, resellers, and the just overall awful state of things, I've never been to a concert. The one
Thank-
thing I've wanted to do since I was a little kid, I might not ever get to do because of people like this.
Rip. Thank
And that's
goodness most of my favorite artists are instrumentalists. They aren't pop artists who have sold out concerts like this.
I mean, I'm more of a metalhead, but the point still stands regardless.
Yeah, these I don't know
You
what
should
else to
see
say, but these
Metallica
people
concert
suck.
tickets look like.
Sorry I talked over you there.
No, you're good. I'm sorry. I said you should see what Metallica tickets look like. It's ridiculous, the state of them.
Why are they really that bad right now?
They were last time I checked, at least. Can we break for a second so I can get up and stretch?
Yeah, it's a good time for that since we're halfway through the video now, or a little over
Awesome.
halfway actually. All right, guys, we're going to be taking a little bit of a break to stretch, get a quick snack or drink, and we'll see you in a little
Remember
bit.
to hydrate. Ugh.
right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And we are going to continue onwards with... I forgot whose video this was. With Original Paradigms video. We just had to take a little break to stretch, hydrate, use the bathroom if needed to. And now we're going to get back into this.
Subscribe to them in the meantime while we were gone.
Yeah. Also, I just thought of this, like, while I was away, and, you know, I already said that model trains nowadays have computer chips inside of them. It would frighten me to hell if they found some way to integrate AI level computer chips into them. Not only would they be, like, you know, exceedingly hard to manage. Well, maybe they would be easy to manage, but, you know, they'd be hard to repair for, like, manufacturers and for modelists themselves to repair. They would also cost an arm and a leg. If we've learned anything from the fact that RAM is being used to power these AI systems and how much they've gone up in value, imagine putting those into model trains. The price would go like through the roof. You're talking $1,000 for a locomotive, which, at least in my scale, is far out of reach for most people who collect the scale that I do. Yeah, I would be genuinely terrified at that thought. Model train manufacturers, if you're out there listening to this, please do not do that. Anyways, side tangent aside, let's continue.
Most cases, this is for the general admission tickets and cheap seats that go instantly, which results in people just being fatigued and over it. They spend more time trying to buy the tickets than actually being able to enjoy the concert itself. And of course, there's so many other things that are being resold which are just completely ridiculous, including consoles. For example, the PS5, the Switch
we just
2,
talked about this.
Nvidia
Yes, we
GPUs
did.
are
Yes,
sold
we
out
did.
instantly. People will hoard 20 to 30 units of these consoles and flip them. At that point, it's not even about resell or hustling, it's literally hoarding. And with new console releases, gaming has now become a luxury, not just a hobby or a favorite pastime of someone. It's not for fans anymore, it's for flippers and scalpers. And manufacturers have been trying to change that with a new direct-to-customer model, but scalpers always seem to adapt fast and find a way around the system. For example, with the recent Nintendo Switch 2 drop, Nintendo tried to do a few things to combat scalpers. The first being to add limits on products, of course, but also to introduce a few new methods. The first being to try and sell directly to people who already have a Nintendo online account. And Nintendo has even stated that they're making a ridiculous amount of supply beforehand to just prevent this issue from happening.
Oh my goodness. I see what you were talking about earlier with the Nintendo Switch 2 Mario Kart World bundle.
This is, I don't know if you saw, but like a bit before like right after ZA came out alongside the Nintendo Switch 2, I don't know if you saw me on Twitter, but I was entering giveaway after giveaway and just kept getting hit with disappointment because the fucking scalper bots kept getting to it first. It just... A Switch 2 would change my fucking life, especially considering I play Monster Hunter with my wife every weekend. That's like one of our favorite things to do together. She dragged me into it, and now I have damn near 500 hours in it in a year. So...
Yeah. It'd be great if you were able to, like, you know, experience that at its peak with the Switch 2.
Exactly. The performance issues I have would be far less.
Yeah, but unfortunately the scalper bots are existing right now, and they're snagging
and they make
up
me want to fucking cry.
It makes you... No, what it makes me want to do is, like, if I were in your position right now, I'd want to reach through my screen and then crush the CPU of, like, whatever bot is, like, trying to scalp that Nintendo Switch 2, because... Oh my goodness, I swear. Twitter at this point, or I'm sorry, X. No, I'm going to call it Twitter because I don't like sharing...
Twitter.
I don't like sharing
Twitter, bro.
I don't like sharing a nickname with that program.
That's why I call you EXO.
Yeah.
Sometimes I call you Exodia for a bit.
Exodia. Yeah, but if, like, if I were in your position right now, I'd reach through my monitor, grab the CPU of the scalper bot, and then crush it to bits, because that kind of stuff is just, no, we don't want more of that. And I swear, like,
Speaking
ever
of,
since
I might be putting my throne on my Twitter soon, so if you see it and you can buy me a Switch too, and you see this video, please do. It's going to someone who would actually appreciate it and won't fucking resell it. I just want to play my games with my partner, man. That's all I want.
On the bright side, though, there are a bunch of people, a bunch of people out there who are supporting, like, content creators who are putting their thrones out there for Nintendo Switch 2, and specifically, like, the new Pokemon game, I think it was. Yeah, they're helping finance it. I'm hoping scalper bots aren't trying to race your way.
Pokopia, that's the one.
Yeah, Pokopia. Yeah,
I really want to play Pokopia. Also, Monster Hunter Stories 3 is a Switch 2 exclusive. I'm so upset.
Yeah, be
you
sure
have
to
no
get.
idea how much I love this fucking game. You have no clue. I love it as much as I loved Pokemon as a kid.
Yeah, you might want to hurry up and get your throne ready and put, because again, there's a lot of people. I've seen quite a few people out there help finance.
Oh no, I'm doing that the moment we're done recording, just so you know. I'm doing that and setting up my VGen.
Yeah, definitely get to that. Anyways, yeah. Fuck these scalper prices.
This shit's ridiculous.
Happening in general. But the shortages of these consoles and GPUs are hurting everyone on all sides. In the case of the Nvidia chips, it's being fueled by both crypto miners and resellers, which are the worst of both worlds.
And AI data centers.
That's where the majority of them are going, but those are going straight from manufacturers like Nvidia, because, excuse me, I'm drinking iced coffee. Oh my goodness. Ow, that hurt.
Wait, did you spill some on you?
Nvidia has been going like balls to the wall with generative AI lately.
Yeah,
and
the stupid DLSS 5.
Yes. They're only just now starting to realize that people don't like it.
Yeah, it took I don't know how many memes of people posting, because I mean, I did one meme myself where it's like my DLSS 5 off, it's just my regular model, and then DLSS 5 on is the police car that my model's based off of, but this time with the necklace that I wear and a sword on its back. It's just, it's so stupid.
I was
no
thinking,
one wants this. It makes games look so uncanny now.
When I saw you post that, my first thought was, damn, it should have been the Decepticop transformer.
Yeah, no, that was the actual car. I was using the actual car that my model was based off of.
I know, I just thought it would be funny for it to be like the evil cop car.
Maybe I should go back and
because
like do a second
evil. Yeah,
do a second version of that meme with Barricade as DLS 5 on
template like right now.
Anyway, let's continue.
This is forcing gamers to pay like $1,500 for a $500 console or $1,200 for a $600 GPU, which is just not affordable to the average person. And over time, supply eventually catches up, but for most people, the damage is already done. Some of these buyers are just so sick and fed up with the whole process of just trying to get the product they want, so they're actually hiring scalpers to buy the products for them. It's literally, if you can't beat them, join them. And the whole culture of this has just got completely ridiculous. People are even scalping DMV appointments with bots. They're selling free bookings to the DMV for $250. There have even been some cases of people flipping Popeyes sandwiches. And it's just a never-ending cycle.
Oh, great. We're going back to scalpers on food now. Good Lord.
I told you, the situation's getting to a point where you have to start doing something. It's not at a political situation anymore. It's not political to say that we deserve to have food. It's a necessity. This is ridiculous.
I mean, unless you like spending like quadruple the MSRP on like a Popeyes chicken sandwich. Oh man,
There
no, we
shouldn't
don't.
be an MSRP on a fucking chicken sandwich.
The more hype equals the more chaos equals the more profit for these scalpers. And this is now affecting everyday people who are now competing with a bot just to renew their license. And this really just shows how low scalpers will go. Anything can become a product. And it's way worse than you think, because at this point, scalpers have rigged the system to be able to buy the products before they've even hit the shelves. Casual fans, collectors, and kids are just completely shut out from the hobby, and it's not fun anymore. And the crazy part is, some of these companies and brands are actually benefiting from this hype and scalping in general. The more hype means that more people are buying
Oh
their
great, more
products, and they're going to be more
NPCs.
successful. Scalping isn't just a
Look
side
at 'em
hustle,
fucking
especially
run.
whenever you're buying kids products. And most companies actually do try their best to prevent this from happening. Limiting items per customer, producing more of the product itself, introducing raffles and queue systems. But the truth is, there is no solution. The real solution is us, the people who actually want to enjoy the hobby. The only way that people can actually prevent this from happening is to stop buying from the scalpers. Even if it has that
Is
sense
that
of
not what I've
FOMO
been
and it
saying
hurts
this
to wait,
entire session?
eventually you will
Yeah, we don't. You don't want. Again, speak with your wallet.
Speak with your wallet and your voice. Both are equally as important.
probably be able to get that product at a reduced rate. The less attention that you give to scalpers, the less clicks they have, means the less profit. And these hobbies are supposed to be fun for people. They're not supposed to be a battleground of grown men fighting over vending machines. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think scalpers have gone too far? Have you ever bought from a scalper? Personally, I think it's okay to resell things every so often, but these scalpers and resellers have taken it just completely too far. Like, if Pokemon cards that are made for kids and the kids can't even buy the products, like, what's the whole point? I don't know. In my opinion, that's just completely unethical and pathetic. But
Yeah, exactly. Mhm.
I agree. It's entirely unethical and fucking pathetic. If you have to steal from a child's hobby to make a living, you're pathetic.
Exactly. And we're not going to be buying shit from you.
Fuck no.
Again,
I will take my dollars to a local shop and buy fan-made products instead.
I know I've been using like the model train example a lot during this, but
I know.
I found
You're good.
I found something like possibly even worse than scalpers, like people who are legit using Gen AI, which thank goodness there's starting to be like a little bit of countermeasures against it. But people are actually starting to use Gen AI to like sell false products. Like,
Yeah, you see that a
take-
lot on places like eBay and Facebook Marketplace
yeah,
right now.
exact. Yeah, I know. No, you're not the most knowledgeable on this, but this is the theoretical model of the train. Let me search up the real one.
There was, I think, someone trying to sell a quote unquote Pokemon figure, and it was very obviously an AI generated photo. The background was too blurred, if that makes sense. Like, there were nonsensical shapes in the background. As opposed to like a blur that would showcase brain. Hello, can my brain's not working. I need a dab. This is how this lovely little angel keeps themselves awake and alive.
It's right there in the name.
Yep. You can tip me on my Twitter profile if you want to fund my addiction. I'm kidding. Please don't do that.
Fund her Nintendo
Fund my
Switch 2,
Pokopia.
please. Get her something
Fund me a
healthy.
Switch 2 and Pokopia. That's all I ask.
Yeah, but I sent the pictures. I know you're not what we'd call a rivet counter, but you should be able to tell that there's something wrong with it.
Oh, absolutely. I'm an artist. I'm very detail oriented. That's why I vetted my model before I bought it.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous.
And to know that my model was made by someone of such high regard in the art community, I felt good buying it from them.
Yeah, for sure.
Excuse me. All right, let me go check this fucking image out. Ah. I love fake images.
Yeah, we love fake images.
What the fuck am I looking at? Like, there's so much wrong with it. I don't even know where to begin. So
Again, I know you're not a rivet counter, but you could definitely tell there's something wrong with it.
So let's start with the inconsistencies in the wheel area of the toy locomotive that is displayed,
Mm-hmm.
or the AI generated image. Let's take a look and realize that literally none of them line up properly. As in, like, the patterns are all fucky, everything looks uneven and kind of mushed together.
Well, just to bring a little bit of clarity, some locomotives are like that, but not this one. What's even more ridiculous is that the wheels, they're not even on the track. It's like it's levitating above the track.
Exactly. I was about to point out the logo here on the back end. It's very kind of mushed and unclear, especially where the rail is towards like the opening in the circle. Notice how the details kind of all blur together.
Yeah. And that there's that white stuff that's right there. That's supposed to be foam that's protecting the handrails. I guess the AI couldn't tell like whether or not that was actually part of the locomotive or a separate piece, because it just looks like it blends right into the paint job.
Exactly. This is what I mean by you have to scrutinize everything now before you purchase it. Otherwise, you could make the mistake of buying something that's not even real. And
you want to
I'd hate to see that happen to someone.
You want to know what the kicker is?
Hmm.
That particular locomotive never had a model of it made, so it's a 100% AI generated image right there.
I know.
Yeah, and you did look at the real one that I sent right after.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to tell the first image was AI immediately, though.
Yeah, I had to, once I found it on eBay, of course. I had to report it to eBay support that, that they're making like false advertising or something like that, selling a product that was never made.
Selling a product that doesn't exist directly goes against eBay's terms of service. Doing so can actually result in your account being completely terminated and future accounts being terminated as well.
Yeah, definitely. And I also looked at the rest of the guys, like the rest of the seller's page, and it did look like he was also a scalper, because I found some locomotives on there being sold for like quadruple their original asking price.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Anyways, that's 2 videos done. Now on to the final one.
Last one, let's go.
Another side. Had to get another side tangent out of the way, but I felt it was necessary.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. All right. Last up is Diamond Volt's video on scalpers literally ruining everything.
Hi.
Yuck.
John Walmart. You might remember me from the last time that you asked to speak to the manager and I started crying because I don't know where they put the staplers either. I think it's fair to say that there's a lot going on in the world right now, and that's why I'm here to talk about an extremely important issue: how hard it is to buy trading cards meant for children.
All right, GameStop, 47 of them. It's 11:30, and all these unemployed people outside right now.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm at a point in
Man,
my life
how
where
many
most of my days spend...
I didn't even
All these
count how many
people out here right now.
I didn't even count how many chuds were in that picture.
I'm sorry.
asking the question,
Hey,
oh my
maybe
god,
fucking,
why is everything...
fucking Rev was among them.
Do not speak of him.
Oh, what's he gonna do? Put me in a video? Ooh, I'm so scared.
Point in my life where most of my days spent asking the question, oh my god, why is everything so expensive? And in a world where every tax bill I get drastically increases my chances of making the local news, the only thing keeping me going right now is knowing that I still have all of my stupid, dumb baby hobbies that let me de-stress and relax and tap into the good old days of being a 10.
You can see why I added this video to the playlist, right?
Yeah, I can picture that being you, actually. You or Tisha.
Definitely. I mean, I don't like fiddle around with them like that, but I do try to set them up in pretty cool looking poses for photography purposes.
I mean in the sense that you just enjoy collecting them and having them. That they bring you
for
actual
sure.
joy. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
Year-old, except for the part where I have to involuntarily enter the Hunger Games every time I go to Costco to buy Pokemon cards. I don't know whether I'm just self-reporting how much time I waste on Reddit.
I think that's 3 for 3 for how many times that clip showed up in the video.
I remember when that clip started circulating on Twitter. I was so upset. I didn't even get a single pack. I got one binder set. I got a binder set, and that was it.
The good old days
Because
of
that's
being
all
a
we could
10-year-old,
afford.
except for the part where I have to involuntarily enter the Hunger Games every time I go to Costco to buy Pokemon cards. I don't know whether I'm just self-reporting how much time I waste on Reddit, but it kind of feels like every big fad now randomly spawns in like a horde of hustlers emerging from their parents' basement.
Did you ever hear of the Starbucks Bear Cup?
Oh, I think so. I think I vaguely remember when this happened because I saw it on like TikTok, I think.
That's literally what this is reminding me of. This exact image is what it's reminding me of.
I agree. It's
Yeah, people are
ridiculous.
Yeah, just people going to Starbucks asking for the Bear Cup and then just selling it on eBay for like $400 or $500, even $1,000.
Because that's a good way to make your mark in the world.
Yeah, as a total scumbag loser.
To turn every shopping experience into a combat sport. Like, it doesn't matter whether it's sneakers or Labubus or cards for actual 6-year-old children. If people are buying something, there's always going to be a dude standing outside Popeye.
Hold up.
Cards for actual 6.
Make that 4 for 3. Good lord. You call
I'm
this?
gonna put a counter on screen.
Yeah, take a.
It's gonna ding every time this clip is shown.
Pokemon trainers are back. No, these are not Pokemon trainers. They are the literal scum of the earth.
I'm just gonna label the fucking counter Costco clip.
6-year-old children. If people are buying something, there's always going to be a dude standing outside Popeyes trying to resell you a $3 chicken sandwich for like 12 times the price.
I'm selling it for $15, just one. Or off.
Bro, who does this creep think he is?
They always think there's some fucking big cool motherfucker, and I'm just sitting here like, no, you're as pathetic as the rest of us, if not more so, because you're reselling children's toys.
And not only
It's
that,
like-
and not only that, this dude in
Sandwich for, like,
particular is
12
acting
times
like
the
a
price.
complete pedo.
Ugh.
I'm selling it for $15, just one. Or offer me $10.
And in their quest to take home that
And then the kid just looks at him like, what, you need me to go back?
No, do not play it again. No.
The kid was just looking at him like, bruh, this
Yeah,
dude
the kid
can't be
was looking at him the
serious.
same way I'm looking at the fucking clip. Just fucking disgust and disbelief. Ugh.
I don't regret putting this video in the stream one bit.
$25 in profit. These guys have ruined every single possible way that people engage with their hobbies. Like, it's either you go to stores in person and you have to enter like ground zero of Vietnam, or you go online and you have to fight against more bots than Optimus Prime. Scalping, a word describing the act of being a scalper, and also what we should be doing to the people that take part in it are like the cyclists of hobbies.
I'm gonna have to blur
everyone
that.
hates them and we all secretly
Oh wait, no, it didn't show the violent part, so you'll be fine.
I'm a smaller channel, so I'm more likely to get struck for it. It happened last time when I had the sewer slide word in a video.
Okay. Fair enough, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Really wish we could run them over with our cars, but there's nothing we can do about it because technically they're not doing anything wrong. Now, I don't want to turn too much.
Technically. Morally, they are.
Cars, but there's nothing we can do about it because technically they're not doing anything wrong. Now, I don't want to turn too much of this video into like an economics lesson because I am way too attractive to know anything about the economy. But the idea of making or buying something for super cheap and then selling it back to people at an insane markup is literally the entire basis of the free market. Like, even though I know for a fact it does not cost anywhere near $15 to make popcorn, I'm probably going to buy it anyway, you know? But scalping is not the same thing as reselling. Like, if you go rescue some shit that's been rotting in a second-hand store and then sell it for like 30 bucks on Gumtree, you've already put in more effort than scalpers, where the most intensive part of their day is having to put on pants, and that's not even all of the time. What they do is clear out all of the stock of something.
Bro, the dude... Oh my goodness.
Like,
Imagine
if
being...
you're gonna go out, at least look decent. This is what I mean. Like, scalpers are not decent people. That much
Yeah.
is very clear from how they present themselves.
Yeah, instead of buying and reselling, instead of buying cards just to resell them, why don't you buy yourself a belt that actually fits you, so that people don't have to look at your ass that's ripe for kicking. Sorry, I got a little bit. I got a little bit of
You're
fire.
You're good. You're good.
I got a little bit of fire in my soul from seeing that.
We love to see it, though. We do. Can we
That
just
no one else can
subtitle
have
it?
it and then sell it back to them for like 50 times the price. It's actively removing people's ability to buy something normally so you can charge them whatever the hell you want for it. You know, like a monopoly. That thing that America used to have laws against. Like with concert tickets. And don't even fucking talk to me about Ticketmaster, dude.
Some Ticketmaster employees are in hot water after
Oh, you don't have to talk about it. We
Oh,
literally
there's
watched
the
it.
second Ticketmaster counter.
Yeah, we literally talked about this in the last video.
Mm-hmm.
About how the company is, quote, robbing them blind, baby, end quote.
I'm sure any survivors of the Eras tour remember trying to get tickets for that shit was like the opening of Terminator 2. And of course, Ticketmaster, famous for being extremely consumer friendly and caring about their customers, looked at this whole situation and went, wait, why aren't we doing that?
The company allows marked up resales, but also uses so-called dynamic pricing, with some tickets automatically going up.
No. Get that the fuck out of here. We don't like.
And there's
we
the
don't
dynamic
like,
pricing time.
We don't want
fucking
dynamic
counter.
pricing. We don't want it for
There's
concert
the fucking
tickets.
dynamic pricing counter. God damn it.
We don't want it for concert tickets. We don't want them for groceries. Fuck off.
When demand is high.
No, because what do you mean $51,000?
One of my friends works for one of these companies, right? And he was telling me a story the other day about how he was putting through like 4 tickets to the cricket at like 72 bucks each or something. But now, because of dynamic pricing, by the time he finished putting the tickets through, they had gone up to $92 each, and there was nothing he could do about it. Like, bro, I would be showing up to that stadium like fucking Bane in the dark.
Yeah, $92. Oh my.
And I think $20 for 2 movie tickets is expensive. Like, hello? No one has an issue with that? Like, at all? Fucking color me surprised. God damn. Okay.
Not enough people are calling him out on it.
I think so too.
Night rises. And look, I get that it's tough out there right now, okay? And I don't blame anyone for wanting to make some extra cash on the side, but like, you can do that without being an asshole, all right? We all have toes.
I hit my local stock checkers. We cleared them out, baby. Fuck them kids.
I'm not sure.
Bro, oh my goodness. I saw this clip in like another video that I didn't include, but this guy's a total loser. I wouldn't. Sorry, I'm having a mental breakdown just watching this loser.
It's ugh. I'm tired. I'm tired of it.
Cleared them out, baby. Them kids. Yeah. Yeah, you're just, it feels like at this point you're just skivvy brain rot's already taken them away from hobbies, and this is just, we're just gonna keep pushing it towards them by removing the chance of them actually being able to get to those hobbies. Oh,
yeah,
man.
it's oh my god.
You know what? No, I take it back completely. Transformers and model trains weren't my first taste of scalping. It was actually Lego Star Wars way back in like little bit before the pandemic. There was one set that like everyone was going crazy for, and it's just like so many people made like videos about it, and they said like it was like one of the first instance. That was the first instance that I had like encountering scalping, just because the set was so popular, so many people wanted it, and they even said during the video, it's just like what are we doing? The kids can't get them. I mean, at the time I kind of was a kid, so I took personal offense from that.
Yeah, but like I think if it's a kid's hobby, kids should have first priority.
Yeah, and
And that's why things should be more affordable. If they're for children, they should be affordable so that a kid can feel good about earning the money to buy it themselves. It builds character.
is fitting since, you know, Legos, you build them up and you get a satisfying creation. And
This
even
is why I
nowadays,
mentioned the Costco hot dog earlier, because the CEO literally said, if you raise the price of the goddamn hot dog, I will kill you.
that was also relevant to like recent Lego Star Wars stuff. They started integrating something called a smart brick, which was probably one of the dumbest ideas they came up with. It's literally just a brick that reacts to computer chip pieces that in theory play sounds that are like relevant to the movies, but in execution, they just take up space on the sets that just makes them look ugly. And the sound effects that they play aren't even accurate at all. In fact, they're so bad. I'll probably end up playing a clip of just how bad the sound effects are if I decide to go back and edit a compilation for this. But yeah, Smart Brick, ironically, one of Lego's dumbest creations. And not only that, it jacked up the prices of those sets by like two times to like 1.5 times. Like it jacked them up by like half to like almost 2 times their prices.
Yeah, I've noticed the Lego sets locally have gotten really expensive. Both at our local hobby store where they sell Legos and at Walmart, like I said earlier. Like Walmart's dynamic pricing makes Legos so out of our price range, and that's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. And I miss when Lego sets were actually affordable. I think the last one I got was the iconic AT-AT from The Empire Strikes Back, you know, the walkers that were walking in the snow.
Yes, I have a pair of sweatpants that has AT-AT on it, and AT-AT. I love it so much. I used to love Star Wars as a kid.
Yeah, so do I. I'm still a little bit of a fan right now, but it's basically impossible for me to get any of the sets because, like, not only do they look worse than they did before with all the smart brick integrations and all that, they're also like way more expensive. This goes back to what I said earlier, where it's like it's better to get things now when they actually look aesthetically pleasing and are affordable than to wait later down the line where they're probably going to look worse and they're going to cost more.
Exactly.
That's something that my father seemingly doesn't understand.
Like, buy it because you like it, not because you want to profit off of it.
Exactly. Anyways, let's continue with this loser.
Stock checkers, we went, man, we cleared them out, baby. Fuck them kids.
I'm not
sure. Fuck you.
Dude, the amount of fucking cards that he had. You know what I would do with that? I would do giveaways. I would just give that shit out for free. I wouldn't... The fuck any hits I would get and any money I'd make if I spent that much. I'm just giving out packs. Merry Christmas. Here you go.
Yeah, make some kid's day.
Exactly.
Not make it like infinitely harder for people to pursue their hobbies.
Stock checkers,
Exactly.
we went, man, we cleared them out, baby. Fuck them kids.
And fuck you too.
Fuck
I'm not sure if you guys remember, it wasn't like
brother.
a big deal
That's
or anything, but you know that
fucking
pandemic we had a few years ago where we saw people come together to support each other in trying times by hoarding all of the toilet paper and baby formula and then reselling it to struggling families for 6 times the price?
Channel 3's Hunter Hoagland talked to Matt, who bought nearly 18,000 bottles of hand sanitizer.
Would you say you're sorry?
Because unlike those people, I'm making a good
Oh
honest
great, this
living, okay?
loser again.
Like by promoting mobile games. This summer, get ready to...
Okay, sorry, we don't want to deal with sorry, we love you,
Sponsor.
Diamond Bolt, but we don't want
I'm
to
cutting this.
yeah, we don't want this sponsorship.
Nope. We don't make any money off of it. Fuck it.
Yeah, speaking of which, I did actually manage to follow up on that from that sponsorship message that I got. So sooner or later down the line, I will actually get sponsored.
Nice. And if you need to, I can invite someone to Advanced. I have an affiliate invite. So if you want to, I'd be more than happy to.
Oh, for sure. Because the company that sent me that message, Poggers, they do allow you to affiliate yourself with other companies.
As does Advanced.
Perfect. So yeah, so once I get
also obligatory reminder to use code LUCE24 at your next checkout order of Advanced GG. We've got a new fucking Dippin' Dots flavor. Go try it. It's good.
what flavor of Dippin' Dots?
It is a rainbow sherbet flavor. It's really tasty. I got to try it and I thought it was really good.
All right, well,
very energy flavor. So if you need energy without the crash and sugar, that's the one for you.
was that stupid chud? I wanted to say something like in regards to him.
Man, we cleared them out.
And take your ass back to your grandmother's basement. We ain't belong on these streets.
Baby.
You way out your element, man.
He's not welcome in my graveyard, mind you.
Available now wherever games are sold. So I like to buy a couple Transformers every now and then, right? Some of you guys might not know, I only mentioned it about 17 times a video. And like, I can tell you as someone with like terminal collective brain rot that just like with any hobby where the main activity is just blowing thousands of dollars, that once these things stop being sold at retail, that shit is gone and it is never coming back, okay? It's now banned.
Yep, I can attest to that.
I can as well when it comes to Pokemon. Again, like the Lost Origins ETB, if I were to search it up, it's probably still well over the $55 it was initially released at.
Yeah. Yeah, in my personal experience, one locomotive that I bought recently, it went for like, you know, the average price of a DCC sound locomotive. Then when I looked on eBay and see what people are reselling them for, again, it's like 1.5 to 2 times more expensive than what the retail price was. Absolutely
don't be
ridiculous.
A reseller. Don't be a reseller. Actually get hobbies.
Or rather, don't be a scalper. Don't just buy it just for the sake of reselling it. Okay?
Exactly.
Yeah, and also reminds me of another Transformer I was trying to get. The retail price for it was like, what, $90, which kind of crazy. Crazy then, even crazier now. But now it's going for like $200-$300. And absolutely.
Let me do a quick search real quick. Also, it's
By
my
the way,
friend
it was...
Icy's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to them then.
He's another VTuber. He's, I believe, based in the Philippines. Very lovely person.
Oh, we might be distantly related then, because I'm also Filipino.
I mean, that fiery personality certainly didn't have me guessing. I tend to attract people of similar excitement. What was I looking up again? I forget. Fuck. Oh, right.
But yeah, search up, like, if you ever search up for like Legacy Motormaster, who was the one I was looking for, again, the prices on him are just going absolutely insane at the moment. Please, Hasbro, resell them.
Elite Trainer Box, the one that I have wanted for quite a while. It released September 9th, 2022, and had a standard MSRP of $50 and often sold for $30 to $40 at various places when it was released. However, as of this year, sealed ETBs of Lost Origin are selling for $145 at the cheapest.
At the cheapest, what's the average?
At the cheapest. Let me see. $300 to $330.
Oh, it's just this. It's just a small amount. Oh my goodness!
The highest it's being sold for, $1,500. I just wanted it for the pretty promo card, man.
Bro, my soul just left my body when I heard that. I thought, again, I was going for Lyle Kaiser as like my next white whale. I thought he was expensive, and you know he's six to seven Transformers combined. This is utterly ridiculous. $1,500 just for a card pack.
Not a pack, a box. It's a box that includes packs, sleeves, a promo card, a pin, coin, and dividers. It's meant to be like a, hey, here's a starter pack for the franchise.
Oh my, yeah, absolutely ridiculous. My soul left my body when I heard that.
You know, it's the kind of thing you would get your kid for Christmas.
Yeah, and the only people who are getting that one for Christmas are the top 0.1%.
Which, like, that ain't fucking any of us. Let's be so for real right now.
All right, I'm trying to get the reference here with this. Oh, I think I get it. You're going to
Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, it's a reference to you are going to Brazil.
Hold on. Don't pause it off that. Move your mouse so that I can screenshot it real quick for the thumbnail.
Did you get it?
No, I've got to pop it out real quick. And I can't do that in full screen. Shit.
Come to Facebook Marketplace, please. No. Come to Facebook Marketplace, please. No.
No.
Come to Facebook Marketplace, please. No.
No.
You are going to Facebook Marketplace!
It's the scream that really does it for me, to be fair.
I'm going back and clipping that.
You're going to Facebook Marketplace, whether you want to or not. It is not up to you anymore.
Nah, here's even better. If you are not coming to Facebook Marketplace come to you!
Facebook Marketplace take you. It take and sell you.
Oh, hell no, I ain't about to get sold on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, who knows what kind of freak will buy you?
Ugh. Well, whatever happens, they ain't getting me. I'm busting out of that. I'm busting out of that car before they even get the chance. Before they even get the chance to child traffic me. Or human traffic me.
I was gonna say, you're not a child.
No. Sometimes I might have the mentality of one, but I ain't no child legally.
Listen, just because I laugh at dick jokes doesn't mean I'm a child. It just means I have the humor of a 13-year-old. There's a difference.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyways, did you get that?
I did. I got it. You
okay, good.
To the aftermarket that's single-handedly being controlled by a guy called Clive. But, you know, compared to, like, Nintendo fans...
I need to get the joke here.
Go
back a little bit.
That shit is gone, and it is never coming back, okay? It's now banished to the aftermarket that's single-handedly being controlled by a guy called Clive. But...
Who's Clive?
Clive's a very prevalent profile, scalper profile on Facebook Marketplace. You see him in everything. From Pokemon to video games to everything.
Okay, that explains that then.
You know, compared to like Nintendo fans that have to deal with a dude scalping every Rosalina amiibo purely because he hates the character, absolutely owning Nintendo by giving them thousands of dollars in revenue, which somehow is still not the worst it can get. Because, you know, I could always be a Pokemon collector.
Bro, you're a fucking loser. Boy, you work at Target. I'm a loser, but you're buying Pokemon cards.
Yeah, I gotta be real.
Reality check. Thank goodness that Target employee gave that dude a reality check.
Damn right. Props to that man.
Yeah,
again, let's watch that back.
Yeah, they're always shitting on Pokemon scalpers. And you know what? Keep up that pressure. We hate them. They're ruining your hobby.
Yeah.
Which somehow is still not the worst it can get. Because, you know, I could always be a Pokemon collector.
Bro, you're a fucking loser. Boy, you work at Target. I'm a loser, but you're buying Pokemon cards.
Yeah, I gotta be real. I don't know shit about Pokemon cards. I mean, I know enough about the games to know what a Wiglet is. But, like, the trading card game has always excited me about as much as the actual stock market. And that I understand I'm looking at a lot of money here. I just do not care. I used to be super big into it as a kid. Like, I had this sick-ass Mewtwo card that was, like, my pride and joy for a week. Until some kid on the playground mogged the shit out of it with his shiny Deoxys card. And I just never really emotionally recovered from that. But you know, in hindsight, that guy might have actually saved my life, because as far as I can tell, getting into this hobby is like being conscripted into the army. That shit is like a war zone out there.
No matter what comes through that gate, you will stand your ground.
Oh my goodness.
Just gotta respect everybody.
Please.
And there's nothing that shows how dumb this shit is than like...
You remember when I said it's like Black Friday shopping in 2008? That's exactly what this feels like. Like, back when people were getting fucking trampled for shit. Like, that's exactly what we're seeing. And like, if you don't give them your money, they'll stop doing it.
That might have been the best clip that we've seen so far.
Just total fucking chaos.
Absolute pandemonium. And oh man, yeah, you're right. That is, if you showed me a clip side by side between like Black Friday 2008 and whenever this was taken, I just say it's the same. It's the same video. It took place at the same time.
Yeah.
Let's play that.
Yeah. No matter what comes through that gate, you will stand your ground.
This is exactly what working retail is like, by the way. It's hell.
We have limitations. Just gotta respect everybody.
Oh, wait a minute. I didn't see what store that was. They said that they had limitations. They said they had limitations there, and I guess I did jack shit.
Like I was saying earlier, the limitations do nothing. They do nothing to stop anything.
I mean, yeah, the dude.
We have limitations.
Okay, this might have been Target or some. This definitely wasn't Walmart. I don't think Walmart has white shelves, or at least the last few.
No, they do. Walmart has white shelves.
Oh, really?
They remodeled. They upgraded, I think, during the pandemic from silver shelves to white shelves.
Really, all the ones that I've been to so far had gray shelves.
Our local one has white shelves.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to... I don't recognize this place. It might... Again, it might still be Target, but still.
It could be a Target or a Walmart, I'm gonna be honest. They both kind of look the same in these sections.
Unless we like ask the person who posted this TikTok where they took it from. We'll never know, but it doesn't matter. It's all the same. It's all the same situation.
Exactly.
As soon as the employee leaves.
Just gotta respect everybody.
Oh, God, please.
And there's nothing that shows.
Fucking chuds just overrun the place.
It's fucking awful.
It's funny when you're watching it happening, but not when you're
like
experiencing
this. Must be
experiencing it
awful.
Yeah, experiencing it firsthand is probably like a 0 out of 10 on the would I recommend experiencing this spectrum.
No, that's a fucking -100, homie. That's exactly what that is. That is a -100, as in I'm not even leaving my fucking house.
Yeah, no. This is one part of this one thing I don't blame my dad for. It's just like he doesn't go out on Black Fridays. I'm guessing the last time he did, he must have just witnessed this firsthand.
Yeah, more than likely. This is exactly what Black Friday used to look like back when fucking deals were actually good.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're still good, but not good enough. Well, maybe they attract some scalpers,
Oh no,
but
they're fucking
it's most...
god awful now.
Yeah.
Well, we'll discuss that in another video, though. Go.
Yeah, definitely.
It's how dumb this shit is than like the manager.
Oh, God, please.
And there's nothing that shows how dumb this shit is than like the managers having to come in and telling them off like they're children.
Hey, everybody, slow down or I'll not let you buy any, okay?
Alright.
That's simple.
Alright guys, can we stop stuffing that guy's face in or I'm gonna have to put you in time out. I love these guys huddling around the workers,
back, man.
in the same
Fight
pose as a
back.
kid that's about to tell their mom they just pissed the bed. Next time you're having a bad shift at work, I hope it at least makes you feel a little bit better that you don't have to like clock into Walmart and stock the children's card game aisle and risk getting swarmed by a ravenous pack of sweaty 25-year-olds.
We'll call it selfish, greedy, toxic. It's meant for the kids. If you have a long-term vision, don't let anyone stop you, okay? Because one of my favorite quotes by Rick from Rick and Morty.
And they're showing no signs of stopping.
Yeah, no, your happiness, your satisfaction is gained through the dissatisfaction, the misery of others.
And that does not make it worth it, honestly. Like, why would you want to hurt others to push yourself up? Because at that point, it becomes very lonely up there. No one's going to want to talk to you or associate with you if you're always doing people dirty.
Yeah, definitely. And you could be, I could hear some people, like, if they somehow manage to find this stream and like, LUCE, why are you reacting to like negative stuff like this? Aren't you just elevating it? No, we're giving our own personal perspectives on why we dislike it.
We're critiquing and commenting on the situation from the perspective of a consumer who's experienced firsthand the absolute horrificness that this is causing. It's just god awful all around. And if you don't like it, say something. That's what we're doing.
Yeah,
we're putting it out there for people who might not understand what's going on and why it's bad.
At the same time, though, we are watching this in hindsight and kind of laughing at some of this absolutely stupid behavior.
True. But I feel like without a bit of laughter, it just becomes more doom and gloom. So you have to have a healthy balance of both. You can't be happy without sadness and vice versa.
Definitely. Couldn't have said it better myself.
If anything, they're evolving.
Quotes by Rick from Rick and Morty.
And they're showing no signs of stopping. If anything, they're evolving. I mean, some of them have even discovered shopping carts now. It's got to the point where every card restock turns the toy aisle into a free WWE match. You got people spawn camping the toy aisle or hiding the goods around stores like it's the One Piece.
Did that dude just flip him off?
You got people spawn camping the toy aisle or hiding
he did.
goods around stores like it's...
okay, I'm convinced this is what happened to like my local Target when I was trying to find the sound wave. They just hit it somewhere so inconspicuous that
see, that's the fucking ETB I was talking about. That's the exact one I wanted.
Yeah, they like hit it they hide it in the most inconspicuous place possible that no casual fan or even someone like, you know, trying to get into the hobby or hell, even a hardcore fan, they're never going to find this shit.
The one piece.
Awful.
But you know, maybe I just don't get it, okay? Clearly there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes, like all of the hours they have to put into the gym to be able to assault loving fathers 40 years older than them. And it's insane how deep this goes. Like sometimes the employees are in on it too and being paid off by the scalpers to like wheel out entire racks for them to buy. Like there's no telling how deep the corruption goes.
Remember what we said? Remember what you said earlier about employees being in on this?
Yep.
I think we just proved it.
Yep. And I knew from experience because I worked with people like that. And I just didn't talk to them after that. It was really upsetting because like I was always talking about wanting them because I liked the art and they just decided they'd get into it for the profit. It ruined it. Our Walmart still has no fucking cards.
Yeah, where I'm at. Yeah, and like where I'm at, it's like 50-50. Meanwhile, the Skibbity toilet and all the brain rot toys, they're always restocked. Oh, man.
Wheel out entire racks for them to buy. Like, there's no telling how deep the corruption goes. You got dudes doing, like, Ocean's 11 heists, making out with, like, 100 grand worth of Pokemon cards. Spider-Man? Spider-Man, are you gonna... But, like, man, you just don't get it, okay? It doesn't matter if you get 10 years for assault and battery. You're not thinking about that 200 bucks profit, baby. And, you know, personally, if I was a scalper, my strat would just be to grab some random kid and then use them as, like, a prop. Like, no one's gonna question you if you just... Oh, what's that? There was a guy that actually did that? No, wait, I was kidding. So upon realizing that their shiny PNGs of EV were sending people to the ER, the Pokemon Company's flawless solution to this was to direct all of their stock into vending machines that make it even easier for these assholes to hoard all the cards.
Again, no wonder that my local stores don't have these.
Yep.
Also, two for 3 on this clip. Ashamed to be an Eagles fan because of this chud. Because of this brickhead.
Yeah.
We did it, guys.
Awful.
Get away from me.
And yeah, they did try putting buying limits on them, but then people just started unplugging the machines. So, you know, they did try a little bit.
Feel bad at all? No. You got a whole cart full. You're not saving them for the kids, man.
No.
Okay.
I don't care.
Now, I can't say I'm like the biggest fan of children, which I know you might be surprised by given my career path, but I can't help but feel like they're the ones that lose out the most in all of this, given that they're at constant risk of being body slammed by 15 greasy adult men if they ever dare step foot in a toy aisle. Which would be bad enough if any of these people were doing this because they actually wanted the cards. The only gym badge these guys have gotten is like a restraining order from Anytime Fitness. But like I said, I don't know shit about the Pokemon TCG, so I feel like in order to grasp this whole situation properly, I needed to talk to someone who's as chronically into these cards as I am Transformers. So I sat down with someone that wishes to remain anonymous, so he isn't identified by the families of the kids he had to bludgeon to death during the last Costco restock.
It's called the Butthole Pikachu.
Butthole Pikachu, right. Tell me more about that.
I think one of the most sought after sort of Pokemons, especially when they get like a new SIR and stuff like that, so that alone probably bumps it up.
I had no idea what it was this scary man was trying to tell me. But I think my biggest takeaway from sitting down with him is how hard it is to even come into contact with these cards.
So the other annoying thing is with EV games, to be able to pre-order, you need EV World, which is like their subscription model.
You mean the paid service?
Yes.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. And not only was he telling me that you needed like a paid membership to be able to have the privilege to even pre-order these cards, but that you also needed to join a Discord server that you also have to pay for.
So I hear about most of my stuff through a Discord that I pay to be in. I pay $10 a month. So like this pings me. So all day at work, I'm getting constant pings. The allocations are so small. And if you're not in one of those paid Discords, you wouldn't even know what's happened. If you're a mum trying to buy her Pokemon loving son for Christmas or something, you have no other option than to buy like from Scalpers.
Once again, I could not believe what I was hearing. So then picture for a second.
See, it's the worst possible capitalistic feedback loop. They're literally just... they're literally just, this is now the retailers doing this. It's like, I'm willing to bet that most of this part here was just parody. Maybe it isn't. But what he's basically saying is, like, you have to get all these paid premium services in order to get the one card pack that everyone wants. So basically only the people who have disposable income, i.e. the scalpers, are able to get them. So they're easily able to make the money back that they spent trying to get all the premium services in order to buy the cards. Easily.
While at the same time viciously inflating the market and making it impossible for actual collectors, let alone the kids these cards are intended for, to even afford them in the first place. It's just anti-consumer to a fault, really.
Yeah.
Second, right? I'm 42-year-old Margaret, recently divorced, but still willing to settle down. And my dumb chud son just asked me for a bunch of Pokemon cards for his stupid birthday party. Am I gonna know that I need an EB Games membership and then have to spend all day waiting to get pinged by a Discord server that I give money to every month? Or am I just gonna look that shit up on Marketplace and hand some guy called Clive like 12 times the retail price? So if I was to go walk into a Kmart right now, I wouldn't find any of these.
Nah, especially like when someone like Kmart releases it. Kmart's like notorious for being botted, so even if you know the drop, you know the date and the exact time that the stock goes live, and you've got like a Discord like that, like I still missed out on everything from that drop.
I was in disbelief at the information I was receiving. Like, if anything, the market is set up where scalpers are the most easily available option when you have to go on a fucking Lord of the Rings journey to get a hold of official stock.
That set, I think, has just sort of ended its production run, or it's like towards the end of it. But like, what it's done to the price, ETB 650 this guy's got.
And how much was it at retail?
$80 retail. And like every time he gets like stock, he'll post it on the back of his Lambo.
Just for the purpose of the investigation. Do you know how much people are even making by doing this?
He's got 144 in a box, selling them for $11, and they retail at like $9.95, I think.
Yeah.
So he's making $1 on everything, so it's like, what's the point?
I saw some like viral clips on the interwebs about people like weighing some of the packs. Like, how legitimate is that?
So you can weigh the card pretty like accurately to tell if there's going to be a hollow or not in it. There's nothing that's also stopping them from weighing them, finding out.
I've seen this one before.
Selling it as like an unweighed pack. I think they're even using like CT scanners.
Did you say CT scanners? Who is giving these people access to high-grade medical equipment? He was also telling me
that's what I'm saying. Like, how are you?
Yeah, we were asking this before.
Yeah, like how? How do you get your hands on medical devices like this without needing them, or much less a medical license? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, unless they're scalpers selling those things off too.
Which, like, oh my god. I'm so tired of this. Bestie, I'm tired. I
don't blame you.
All. Send them all to hell right now. Let Lucifer deal with them. I don't want it.
No. These are the kinds of people that we need to deport.
Excuse me. Oh my goodness. That slipped out due to the laugh.
Yeah, quite a bit of slipped out there because, we're just being exposed to the...
Shut up! Don't talk about it. Shut up. Play the video.
The bane of our hobbies, ladies and gentlemen.
Vending machines here, but they're being run by the scalpers, by like a Pokemon reselling cartel that's preying on kids who don't know any better.
But we do get a lot of like, I guess sort of like scalper ones where people will just buy a whole bunch of stock themselves, buy a vending machine, and then just sell.
Now they're buying vending machines.
Yep. See, I've been talking about this for like over a year. This is one of the things that I've yapped about on Twitter for so long because it's such a scourge on the community. They have been doing this and like it's only now being brought attention to, which is good, by the way. We need more people screaming about it. Which is why
it just would have been better if it happened sooner.
Yes, that's my point. Thank you.
packs, or like common thing is like mystery graded cards, where it would be like a graded card but they face the back of the card to you. You don't know what you're getting, you don't know what the grade of that card is, so it could just be like an energy card, for example. Yeah, nothing's stopping them from just putting $5 stinkers in there.
Right, I see. So I set out to find one of these machines to try and figure out what it is that's like stopping these guys from just loading them with the most shit-ass cards known to man, and using my expert sample size of the one single $5 note that I was willing to sacrifice for a JPEG of Pikachu, I can tell you, not much. The one I found was selling the mystery graded cards that he was talking about, but like for 80 bucks? Come on, what am I, Mr. Beast? And I was rewarded for my investment with what I think might actually be the worst Pokemon card of all time.
You're more knowledgeable on this.
Be the worst Pokemon.
That is just a regularly played card. That is quite literally part of fucking regulation TCG right now. Like that's just a regular supporter card. These machines are meant to make you put hundreds and hundreds of dollars into them for nothing.
So it's like real life gacha, essentially.
Yes, except instead of like the gachapon going to like an actual like store, you're fueling someone's like reselling, which as a result is inflating the market and causing problems for everyone, including yourself. You are actively screwing yourselves over by interacting with things like this.
And not only that, most gacha games nowadays have some sort of like pity or guarantee. This doesn't.
Yep.
Yeah, some people might shit on me for like playing Genshin Impact because, oh, it's a gacha game,
I mean, my gacha game is Magia, etc. So
yeah, I mean, I mostly play it because, the interesting characters and the story. And occasionally I do decide to do a pulling stream where I try to get the characters. I only do that because at the time I have disposable income and I actually enjoy playing it.
Yeah.
This on the other hand is just, and again, there's a guarantee in that. This doesn't have that, so I'm not gonna go spend like $50 to like $100 on a vending machine that I don't even have the guarantee of getting what I want out of it.
Exactly. Because all in all, it just feels suspicious. Like in the early 2000s, we wouldn't have trusted this. Why are we just letting it happen? Like we were warned about shit like this. You remember those skits from the cartoons we watched as a kid about that shady watch guy who was selling fake watches? You're supporting that guy by supporting scalpers.
If I knew what you were talking about, I'd say yes, but now I sort of have a bit of an idea.
I'm talking about that stereotypical villain who like would steal a bunch of stuff and then go sell it somewhere else. Like the cartoonish villains. Like my point is that I'm telling these people they're cartoonishly evil. Scalpers are cartoonishly evil. It's kind of stupid.
Point taken.
What am I, Mr. Beast? And I was rewarded for my investment with what I think might actually be the worst Pokemon card of all time. I gotta be honest, I don't think I'm getting that $4 back. But like, I guess at least I got to see those products. Like, these kids don't even get a chance before these guys instant transmission that shit onto some guy called Chad's marketplace account.
Can't miss at least one thing, man.
No, that ain't no Chad. That ain't no Chad that's selling those off.
That's a Kyle. A Cletus, even.
Instant transmission that shit onto some guy called Chad.
Oh, I see. Still, he's no Chad. Not let alone a Giga Chad.
$50 for an ETB.
Yeah, get out with that.
Marketplace account.
Can't miss at least one thing, man.
Stop being a crybaby about it.
Appreciate it, man.
And it's not like they haven't tried to fix this problem. Some places like Kmart and Costco have limits now on how much shit you can buy, which, as you can imagine, was like Pearl Harbor for these guys.
Do they? No, I don't think they have Kmart's, like, not in the US anymore, but this dude's like
because the one near us shut down a few years ago.
Yes.
It's now Spirit Halloween.
Oh, man. Well, this dude's in the UK, I believe, so maybe they have Kmart's around there. I don't know. Target's,
But I think
Target's
it's a
the big
different kind
one.
of Kmart than the one we had here. Ours was
Yeah.
advertised by a blue light bulb.
By a blue light bulb.
Yeah, in like the very early 2000s, every Kmart ad had a blue light bulb character.
Oh, that must have been before my
branding
time.
in the
Before
early
I started.
2000s was wild.
That was before I started watching commercials.
Yeah, fair.
What the fuck?
For these guys.
Wait, I need to replay that.
What the fuck?
The online Lego store.
What is wrong with this dude? He's like,
What the fuck?
what is this reaction though? And what's even more hilarious is that there's two women that are like behind him, just like what is this guy on?
The online Lego store, I know, generously only lets you buy one of the $7,000 Pikachus, just in case you were keen on finding a home for your lottery winnings, I guess. Some stores like Target just straight up don't sell them anymore for the exact reason that they banned these cards at my school a decade ago, except now everyone is 25 years old.
Right, for membership.
I saw there was this store in Japan that was like interviewing people to see if they were actually a fan before they let them buy anything, which I think is like fucking hilarious. Which Pokemon is 257?
Sorry, repeat that for me, please. Because you were kind of getting silenced by Barricade there.
I know, that was really funny. Please clip that. I was gonna say, I really like the idea of interviewing people when they're buying a product for a fandom specifically to see if they're actually fans of the media. That way, people who enjoy the fandom and the franchise itself can actually get their hands on the fucking items.
Yeah,
Scared the hell
definitely.
out of me. God damn it.
Worth it. Yeah, I wonder how that would work in the United States. Like
I mean, I don't
really
think we have enough people who actually like the hobby enough. And I don't think businesses will let that happen anyway. As long as they make money, they don't care.
Yeah, true.
It's like fucking hilarious. Which Pokemon is 257? Which Pokemon is 257? Some places are even putting their stock behind the counter because they know that a scalper's biggest weakness is
when I
having to
encounter
communicate with another human
scalpers.
being. And all of this is cute and everything, but at the end of the day, the biggest problem here is that it's not like any of this is against the law or anything, right? So if I'm a store hearing about this, you're telling me that someone's coming in and clearing all of our stock and then also giving us a shit ton of money? Oh no, that sounds awful. I sure hope that doesn't happen to me. The only reason for them to give a shit about the scalping problem is just trying.
What did I just fucking say, dude? Like, it's not that I don't know what I'm talking about, obviously.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah, the stores they just keep profiting off of this. And the manufacturers too.
Yep. And that's the problem. They're not doing anything because they're making a profit, just like I said.
Yeah. Yeah, the only one losing here is the actual consumer.
Which
and they
is
don't give
you,
us
viewer. That would be you and us.
Trying to stop people from like recreating the Namek saga in the toy aisle. So there's only two real solutions, right? One, that these companies just make like way too much product for it to ever sell out. Like we saw Nintendo doing with the Switch 2, that nobody is able to resell because no one can afford to buy it. But with companies like Lego and Pokemon, it's not like they can't make more of the thing that people want. It's just like, why would they give up the FOMO that's doing most of the marketing for them? Like, if anything, Scalpers reenacting the purge at your local Target is helping them sell more products for the same reason that, like, every website assaults you with a sale that's, like, conveniently always ending 24 hours after you look at it. These guys know that if they make you feel like you only have a limited window to buy something, that you're going to be way more likely to be...
A freaking jingle all the way. That movie, or at least a clip of it, That exposed me to the horrors of consumerism right there.
Consumerism's scary if you're not prepared for it.
Know that if they make you feel like you only have a limited window to buy something, that you're going to be way more likely to be pressured into buying this $150 Lego Winnie the Pooh set that might be the scariest thing I've seen in my entire life.
I don't know what it is with Lego recently and making uncanny, like, character sets. But yeah, this is genuinely creepy.
I hate that I want it.
No,
I hate that I
don't
actually
resist
want
it.
the
You need
Winnie
to
the
spend
Pooh
that
one.
money. You need to save that money for a Switch too.
You're so right. You're so right. I could be playing Monster Hunter Stories 3 instead. You are so right.
This is called artificial scarcity. We're not done with
Yes,
it.
let's
Might be
feed
the
the
scariest thing
Capcom
I've seen in my
addiction
entire
instead.
life. This is called artificial scarcity. We're not done with class yet. Get off your phone. When Pop Mart and sneaker companies I don't care about did start flooding the market to keep up with demand, they
More NPC walking.
phone.
My
When Pop Mart
goodness.
and sneaker companies I don't care about did start flooding the market to keep up with demand, they basically killed all the hype around their products. Like, no one gives a shit about Labubus anymore now that you can very easily buy them, and now they've all moved on to the next white girl trend.
Now, if you've got no clue about Labubus...
No, it's gotta be some kind of elder abuse, dude. Then there's the other much easier solution. Stop fucking buying from them. But, I mean, it's so easy for me to say that when I'm talking about Pokemon cards. Because, like, I would love to say that I'd rather just never have something than ever give these people money. But, like, then you put, like, a set of these fish transformers that I missed out on in front of me. And then I'm like, well, you know, I actually hate having money, actually. Or there's the secret, much funnier third option. Because you know what else isn't illegal? Putting the chairs left by scalpers to hold their place in line
Exodus,
at GameStop on
I
Marketplace.
hope you
so people clear
realize-
them out.
I hope you realize that my favorite Pokemon movie is Pokemon the movie Forever. The most famously hated Pokemon movie in the history of the franchise. I don't have to worry about resellers for my favorite movie. Nobody will buy it.
The irony right there.
No, but it's my favorite movie because it's comforting me. I think it's sweet that it creates this time loop of, like, spoilers for fucking a 2-decade-old movie, by the way. But when Sam draws Ash and Pikachu during the middle of the movie, you see at the end Tracy finds Professor Oak's book, which looks suspiciously like Sam's sketchbook. He opens it and there's the sketch of Ash and Pikachu, which means that Professor Oak gave Ash his Pikachu because he knew one day he would come to the forest and save him as a child. It creates a time loop and it's so fascinating.
Oh, hey, Big Chum. OMG, Diamond Bolt. I wish I can meet him. Oh man. Yeah, it's funny that we ended off
all
on
over the place. I'm so sorry.
It's funny that he ended up bringing this one because I was shitting all over these guys on Saturday when your wife and I were ranking them. They're somehow, despite them being
I think
like
Fisher
probably
said
one
something
of
to the effect of she had no opinion either way, really.
yeah, despite them being probably
most complex, they're just not that interesting.
No, not even that. Also, thanks, Zephos. Thanks for the follow. But yeah, anyways, besides the fact that ignoring the fact that they're probably one of my least favorite combiner groups, the price on them...
Transformers that I missed.
Freaking... Again, my soul left my body when I saw that. It's me, Leo. Oh!
Hi, Leo. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah.
I directed him to the stream from the server. I figured it'd be nice because he wanted to hang out, but he was worried about interrupting. So I was like, I'll just send the post.
That's fine. And you know, even though we're at the end of this, he could still help. You could still provide his reactions as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be sad now, says Big Chum. Aw, don't be sad. Be mad at scalpers for ruining our hobby.
I tagged you in a meme, buddy. Go look at that.
I gotta wait, did you?
I tagged Leo in the meme.
Oh.
In general, go
okay.
look. I used your thumbnail for it.
It's been 3,000 years. Wait, what? Oh. Okay. Yeah, I guess.
Since
I
I've
get
like
it.
appeared in a video, I haven't been very active in the content space because I've been preparing other stuff.
Yeah, fair enough, because you still have your debut coming up.
Yep. And I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, but you see why I don't like these guys very much? Just look at this. Look at this thing right here, where my mouse is right now.
That's ridiculous.
That's literally that's literally the primordial version of Tralalero Tralala. I'm never gonna stop referring to these guys as the brain rot transformers. Whenever they have the stupid shark with feet, the land shark.
It's so ugly. It's
Exactly.
so ugly.
These guys have, well, maybe I like this guy. I like the Stingray, but
Okay,
this
the
thing
Stingray's
has a
pretty
look.
cool.
Yeah,
This one's like a scorpion. This blue one, bottom left.
yeah.
That's a scorpion. It looks like. But yeah, I think I
Yeah,
don't
this
have a
is
stake
one-
in Transformers outside of Bayformers, but I will say those movies do one thing extremely well, and it's the mechanical CGI.
Definitely. You do know. I think I told LUCE. I'm sorry. I was talking
Tisha.
with your wife. Yeah, I was talking with your wife Tisha about this when we did our Bayformers ranking, and that's that Devastator, the one combiner that showed up in Bayformers, rendering him literally destroyed. It set computers on fire.
Yeah, which like is insane when you look at how bad the CGI is now.
Well, I mean, Transformers CGI hasn't really gone back, but CGI
No,
in general
I mean
is
CGI
definitely
in general, like broadly.
yes, definitely doesn't feel like we've advanced that far. In fact, some cases it feels like we've gone backwards.
Absolutely, it does.
But
It's
yeah,
awful.
going back to my point here about Piranacon here, this is one combiner that I'm definitely not spending $1,000 for, just because A, these guys don't particularly appeal to me, and B, that price tag is just beyond my price range. Hell, even Lyle Kaiser isn't even English. Even Lyle Kaiser isn't even
same.
Even Lyle Kaiser isn't going for this much. I mean, he probably will after everyone manages to get their hands on them that want to. But still, $1,000.
You know how I could see people justifying this price? They would justify it with, "Oh, well, there's actually 6 toys, so it's totally fair." No, it's not.
No.
When reselling because you don't want a product, you should ideally sell it for what, $5 to $10 more than what you purchased for, if not like exactly what you purchased for.
Exactly.
There's a certain air of responsibility these people are forgetting about in the place of their greed, and I think it's important to call them out on it.
Definitely. I think this original set went for like $200, $250. Quadrupled in price here. Absolutely
price
ridiculous.
Is insane.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we gotta finish off this video, man.
Your auto mod flagged my message. I didn't even curse, bruh. And I'm back, baby.
Out on in front of me, and then I'm like, well, you know, I actually hate having money, actually. Or there's the secret, much funnier third option, because you know what else isn't illegal? Putting the chairs left by scalpers to hold their place in line at GameStop on Marketplace so people clear them out overnight.
I hate Pokemon card scalpers. Y'all not camping out here for no Costco rotisserie chicken. I'm putting this up on Facebook Marketplace.
You love to see it. You love to fucking see it. Please keep doing this. Please, please keep doing this. I beg of you. This is so funny.
Refolding chairs. I thought he was going to talk about, when I first saw this video, I thought he was going to talk about like stealing their, well, free in air quotes, stealing their. Yeah, but that also works. Getting rid of the folding chairs.
Oh,
exactly.
You know, I actually hate having money, actually. Or there's the secret, much funnier third option, because you know what else isn't illegal? Putting the chairs left by scalpers to hold their place in line at GameStop on Marketplace, so people clear them out overnight.
I hate Pokemon card scalpers. Y'all not camping out here for no Costco rotisserie chicken. I'm putting this up on Facebook Marketplace.
And just a little tip for you, they don't own anything until they make it to the checkout, so you can just like steal whatever you want from their cart, and it'll
Okay, yeah, that's what we brought up earlier.
You can just
What I was saying.
That was what we brought up earlier. It's free game until you make it to the checkout.
And just a little tip for you, they don't own anything until they make it to the checkout, so you can just like steal whatever you want from their cart, and it'll completely stun lock them because this is most of their first time going outside anyway.
Hey, scalper no scalping.
Anyway, basically, moral of the story
Scalper
is that
no
I'm really
scalping.
a Pokemon fan. Can you guys fucking chill?
Oh man, that was amazing. The perfect way to end this.
Oh, that was wonderful. Oh, so the state of things is awful. Yes. But one thing you can do to help mitigate what's going on is not supporting scalpers.
Like,
Don't
at
buy
all.
from resellers. Plain and simple. Take things from their cart. It's fair game until they're in checkout.
Yeah, and again, that's pretty much it, you know. and also just keep praying that stores go by with their purchasing limits. You know, Target's already, at least my local Target's already starting to put purchase limits on Pokemon cards.
But as a consumer, it is our job to help them enforce such a thing. If you see someone buying more than they're supposed to be, take it. Take it.
Yeah, take it. Again, free game until they make it to the checkout. So
if they're not at the checkout and they've got a whole 20 boxes of Pokemon cards, take them.
Yeah, or better yet, just take the entire cart, leave like 2 behind for them, because that's the purchase limit.
Yeah. Like, if anything, help kids get their hands on these things. Because kids' toys and products should be for children. Or just people who enjoy the hobby.
Not for people who are just looking to resell them for profit.
Yep, because if you're profiting off of other people's misery, that's bad. That's just fucking morally bad.
So, in conclusion, LUCE, scalpers suck. Do not buy from them. Do whatever you can to prevent their scalping endeavors. And that's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote.
Oh, man. I know this is sort of like a serious topic, but we had fun with this tonight. And
I think it's important to do that.
Yeah, I would definitely look forward to doing something else like this in the future with you, or hell, even just, you know, we did Repo for our first collab, or was it Repo? I forget. Repo. It was either Repo or Peak. It was Repo or Peak.
It was Repo because I remember, because we stuffed you in a toilet. It's the initiation for everyone. You play with us, you get stuffed in a toilet. It happened to me. It happened to everyone.
Fair enough, I suppose. I would definitely like to do some more with you in the future, you know, whether it be reaction content like this or just, you know, casual friend slop gaming.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's going to be it for us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you had a fun time watching and, you know, listening to our perspective and reactions to some of this nonsense. Take care. Have some fun out there. Punish scalpers. And until next time, farewell.
Bye-bye.